I will pick up the parcel
Okay.
cautiously, and before the owl can do anything, I'd like to just give a quick greeting to Mitrir in case he's listening.
So, the backs of its eyes, kind of staring through at you, flash a little bit, and then with another slight muddle, it's going to flash out of the room again. And as you proceed to open up the parchment, um, it contains a small folded piece of paper, and then around it is around, I'd say, about 120 other pieces of pages. And if you actually look in your notes on Roll20, there should be a letter for you.
I see. Hmm. I'm gonna take the time to read this.
If you would read it aloud.
Of course.
Oh.
Are we with him?
Uh, Not at the moment.
You
Everybody's in
know,
the room.
Would we have like was the hooting like loud enough that it would seem like we should move to him, or is it like
Oh, you
I
shushed him.
mean,
we're asleep and we don't?
you got probably heard a little bit of a hoot in your dazed state. But I mean, owls in this area seem kind of uh freak or common. Um, it did seem rather close though. That's the big thing. Like almost in the room over.
um, so read it aloud.
Please,
Okay.
we can read
Dear
it.
Mr. Kularov. Sorry?
Oh, I was gonna say we can. You can read it again for them later at the
Oh,
table.
I'm sure they would love it. Dear Mr. Kularov, in regards to the aid requested in search for your brother, I've included several items that may provide some helpful information. First, as I assume you've noticed, the blank chapters towards the end of your copy of Faerun Cartography. Included will be the missing information, those leading the college before myself scrubbed from the public editions. The second is a cipher. Years ago, I was working on translating a rather strange book from the restricted section of our library, but alas, it turned up missing before I could finish it. Perhaps it could be of some use to you. I hope Guinevere finds you well and at an appropriate time. And please, do return if you find any more of those orbs. The Academy greatly appreciates the opportunity to study these interesting weapons. In kindest regards, Mitrior Olitarum. Well, that was awfully nice of him. I'll cipher. Hmm. I'm gonna start trying to put the scrubbed pages of Faerun cartography back into my uh, copy.
So as you do, the ink from the loose pieces of paper just kind of sparkle away, and they are now completing the book. And what's left is
Oh,
your
what's
letter and a single
next?
piece of paper, which seems to contain, from just glancing at it, about 85% of an alphabet.
Hmm.
In a very strange language.
Is there any type of roll I'd be permitted to make to infer anything?
It would be a knowledge check.
You haven't let them out yet, have you?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Knowledge?
Arcane.
Okay. Oh, I'm really good at those. Eh. I'm kind of good at those. A 14, my good sir.
So with that check, um, it the cipher correlates to a section of um the copy of the Forgotten Ones that you have been poring over for the last couple of years. Conveniently, also the one that you've may have sticky fingered away from the restricted section. And at the back, or towards the back of the book, is where you kind of normally get caught up, because it's in this weird language, and you're able to kind of, now with this cipher, it's beginning to translate it for you. So there's a good,
Oh, like on its own.
well, not on its own, but you're able to
Okay, I'll
use
have
the
to
cipher.
process.
Yeah, you're able to use the cipher to translate.
Perfect. Going to fold my note, square that away, as well as Faerun cartography and the cipher. I have had a long day, and I'm not willing to put up with this new blast of information quite just yet. Decoding a book is, I'm sure it would take a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Something to be done at a different time.
Yes, everyone is able to get a long rest, and you wake up kind of just before, or right after, or yeah, just before midday, um, on the 22nd. And the day is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Take the time to prepare my spells, and hopefully grab some breakfast.
Okay. Takes you about 30 minutes to prepare some spells. And
I'm downstairs eating breakfast.
early riser.
Yeah.
Armor up and look for a
Here,
medium
here,
rare
here's
egg.
gonna, here's gonna sleep in. It's the first, good long rest she's had in a while where she wasn't stressed. So,
Okay. Here is sleeping in. A drum, or Torin, you meet a drum in the on the ground floor of the Swinging Sword Inn. Boris, what were you doing, sir?
I was armoring up and getting ready to come downstairs for a medium rare egg. Meet up with the guys.
All right.
Medium rare.
I'm gonna kind of shift a plate of bacon over to Torin as a sign of don't be mad at me, please. But not say anything. Still a little broody.
To a drum.
So, a good 10 minutes into the meal, Wubba Lubba does end up, or manage to shuffle his way in, and he's going to hand a very crudely, or slide a very crudely drawn picture onto the table that all of you are sitting at, and say this, basically just say this might be something that, or this was given to me and it might be something we need to look out for. And then he's going to basically say he's going to take over or go back to the inn for the evening.
What is it?
The crude drawing.
Well, there goes that RP.
Can't see.
what is the drawing of?
It is,
Look,
it's a crudely drawn trident in a puddle of water.
Well, that makes sense.
Doesn't? Oh, you're being sarcastic.
Perhaps.
Torin, do you make anything of this?
To me, it looks like some sort of maybe crest or symbol. Could I roll a history check to determine my accuracy?
You can. Anybody else wants to join, you can.
Can I do a religion?
It would be history or arcana.
Alright, I'll do Arcana.
I got bored of rolling Arcana all the time. 26 on my history roll.
Oof. So, with each of you have kind of heard of powerful weapons in the past, especially, given the fact that you've all seen Iron Fang, for yourselves. And Torin, you kind of remember as you were kind of putting some of the pages back into the Faerun cartography, it was mentioning these places of connection, or like where the different elemental planes and your plane begin to merge. And it says, you kind of go back and you flip through the page, and it blatantly describes, or it describes how there's certain artifacts that were created to, in a sense, be a key for the gates to other planes, specifically the elemental planes. These passages also roughly mention hold on.
Or it's just feeding his face over here with
You didn't have to be that descriptive. I don't like it.
Slurping.
slurping down
Not
medium
even
rare
all,
eggs, yolks.
specifically the yolk. Through
Delicious.
his beard, under his helmet. Fantastic.
That just seems ugh. Now, it briefly mentions how these weapons or these artifacts can also be used to create other artifacts, but they're required in their use. But you're able to draw the connection that this crude drawing may be what is referenced as the artifact Drown. It is a very rare item that's only vaguely mentioned.
Interesting.
All of this I will obviously be relaying to my table mates.
Do you think it has anything to do with our next part of this mission, or should we move to that and then see if we can glean anything more in this?
The older I get, the less and less I believe in consequences. So, or consequences?
Coincidences.
It's still early.
Would Hira have made it down by now, or no? Like,
Yeah,
Probably.
How much sleeping?
she'll make her way down. She'll be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Get out of bed eventually. Jeez.
I'm gonna kind of stand up and say, I'm ready to go when everyone else is. Hopefully, everyone had a nice, restful sleep.
Where are we going?
I must have had to Riverguard, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Man, that really was asleep, huh? It was almost like you were
That
asleep
was
for a
asleep.
week.
I'm only half awake, man.
Horse
Torrent's gonna
doesn't sleep, he
noticeably
waits.
just waits. Ugh.
He waits.
Torrent's gonna obviously
You're
stretch, showing off his new shirt.
looking good over there, buddy.
Oh, thank
A
you,
drum,
Boris.
a drum didn't notice it before he got out. Sorry. It wasn't anything, because he didn't like it. Just didn't notice it.
Real quick, Adram. Uh, Something happened last night, and I figured you might be interested in it at the very least. I'm gonna take out the cipher and put it on the table.
What is this?
It is most of an alphabet.
Do I recognize like the language it's in? What alphabetic language?
You do. It's of eldritch origin.
I am going to notice that and kind of do like a double take type thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Where did you get this from? Do you know what this means?
Well, I'm sure with enough time and this book that I have, I could put something together,
What
but
book?
I'll take that out of my bag as well. Be careful, it's kind of old, and I might still want to return it someday.
Does this book have any markings on it?
So it's mainly or it's mainly just a plain leather-bound book, with no markings on the outside. The writing, is on the inside. Um, let's see. This particular book is just a vast history of knowledge that most, or at least in the beginning, most high or well studied mages eventually get, or wizards eventually get into this topic of eldritch beings. And it's basically a general over, or in the beginning it's a general overview of the eldritch god Golganoth. Now, towards the back of the book, it begins to change into this eldritch language. And that's where it begins to become even, or a little bit difficult for most people, even you, Adram, get a little confused of the specific dialect. It doesn't seem quite familiar to you. However, there's a few markings that both you and Torrent find familiar. On one of the pages, is the rune that was found in Simon's room. Is on one of the pages towards the back, surrounded by this eldritch language.
Is Galganoth any relation, or what's the relation to Alganoth, the supreme god of chaos?
So
Because
this is,
I'm not friends with that guy.
yeah, this is the one before him, as in your eldritch supposedly ate him.
Got it.
Supposedly. That's why he's referred to as Golganoth, the Forgotten Old One, or the Old Forgotten
Got it.
One.
Well, as Torrent's kind of opening it up and flipping through the pages, explaining this, I'm going to notice the certain markings, and I'm going to kind of slam it shut. Be like, do you realize the powers that you are messing with?
Not necessarily. That's why I've been carrying this book around with me for better part of a decade.
I know and recognize some of these markings, and there is no positive outcome from them. Nothing but chaos. I've been haunted since I was a little boy with many of these things that this book entails.
I'm gonna start taking the book back and trying to put it back in my bag. Maybe it's best we
Just
keep it
just
away from you
just
then.
be careful. It seems that it could maybe be powerful for you to use against your enemies, but you'll be giving up more than you'll be gaining. Just be careful.
I will try. That is actually one of the first courses they take you through at El Torchel. So I'll put that to good use. I'll try not to read anything out of this book aloud.
Yeah, I unfortunately never had any training like that. I just know it through life events. I'll be outside. I'll kind of like look at everyone else at the table and nod.
Okay. Huh. That Boris was that kind of weird? A little off.
That was all very strange to me.
Here is going to be like, he had a very difficult past, and it involved some of those things. So this is kind of touchy for him.
Touchy. Understandable. Now, come to think of it, I don't think any of us here have very nice backgrounds. Here, you might
End
actually
up
have
on
the
the,
nicest.
I think
Oh,
you'd end up on the
easily.
road doing this. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was a contest of.
Here's like this one time, like I broke a nail, and this other time they didn't have my drink. So like I've been through some stuff, okay? And
I
Boris
mean,
is
she
over
was
there like holding his decapitated father's head. He's like, "Yeah, you're doing it, buddy."
the roughest thing she ever had to go through is the training for Tyr, which was not easy, but definitely nothing compared to you guys' haunted childhoods and pasts. Bunch of
I-
Well, I grew
trauma
up with
in
a silver
there.
spoon in my mouth too.
Hey, Hira doesn't have any trauma. Not yet, at least.
You've been
Legit,
hanging out
like
with
my
me.
my my background is haunted one. Like I am very
Same.
not a happy person in what has happened to me in my life.
So, Torn, are you going to spend any more time reading Faerun Cartography's information, or are you putting it up?
Faerun Cartography or the Forgotten One?
Faerun Cartography.
Okay, good. I was like, the fuck no, I'm not opening the Forgotten One at this moment. I'll take a quick look at some of the new pages to see if there's any headers or anything that catch my eye.
This is like magical, kind of like the Harry Potter book, right? Like it's writing its own words.
It wrote its own words, or the pages melded or merged together in a way. So the thing that catches your eye is what's written about the Black Geode, because you're kind of familiar with the Earth, or with your time with the Earth Cult, them talking about it every once in a while. And you start reading into it, and it actually gives you a pretty detailed description of what it's like and where it could possibly be. Um, it also describes the key needed to access the plane or the earthen plane, as well as create these orbs that's been plaguing the area. And it seems just like with what you've learned about Drown, Iron Fang seems to be that key. And it goes into a little bit of detail about how Iron Fang was created by Tyr, manipulated by an eldritch entity during a grand battle, and became one of
Would
Tyr's.
Hira would Hira know that lore?
A little bit. You would know about him creating Iron Fang, it being used against him, and them trying to seal it away. And that it was sealed away for the longest time until you were called off to search for it.
I'm gonna turn the book towards Hira. Hey, look, I don't know how much you know about. I mean, I'm assuming you know a lot more than I do about Tyr, but you can always learn something new.
I'm
If
gonna take the book and read with great interest.
just make sure to get it back.
So
Of course.
I'll make it easier as Hira continues to read aloud. Um,
Oh no.
these pages or the pages that
again.
you're on continue to describe how uh originally created as a weapon for Tyr, once again it was manipulated and put to use against him, and now it serves as a key locking that entity on the elemental plane of Earth. It also, like, with the use of the magic within the Black Geode, it can be used to create numerous amounts of, as the book describes, weapons of mass destruction.
Oh shit. I wonder if this has anything to do with what we've been experiencing. But I talked to Tadriel. I'm gonna be like talking. I'm gonna be like, I heard from Tadriel yesterday, and I'd been having I'd had some bad dreams about Tyr, being captured and tortured and held. So I was concerned, but she told me that she'd been in contact with him and that there's nothing wrong. So I don't really know what to think. I trust Tadriel. Like if she said she was in contact with him, then she's in contact with him and he's fine.
And if all of
But
you,
this is
or if you, Adram, and Torin want to give me intelligence checks.
You know it.
I stepped outside.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So if you and Torin.
I'm smarter than your average bear.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Hira kind of takes Tyr and Tadriel's word for gospel, so she 100% believes Tadriel. So
So roll it with
there's
advantage.
there's no doubt in her mind.
Yeah.
But that's one of her faults is that she trusts her entities a little too much.
The zealous undertones are not subtle.
Both of you,
Yeah.
or Torin remembers and kind of looks up, as Tira or Hira's talking about Tadriel, like, didn't you give Iron Fang to Tadriel?
Yeah, and she said that they locked it away and sealed it away again and that it's safe.
You ever think you should just let me keep it?
Iron Fang's power is not for mortals. It's not even for gods.
Whatever you say. I'm just saying, you blew 2 weeks of my cover for that priceless artifact to be whispered away.
It was important that Angfang be sealed away, lest it be used for this sort of destruction described here in this book. You can't get paid if you're dead.
Yeah, but I wasn't dead.
If the wrong person had a hold of Iron Fang, you would have been.
I don't sell to the wrong people. But I understand where you're coming from.
People do strange things when they're confronted with such power.
Tell me about it. Well, I mean, you don't have to. I've seen it. You've seen it. Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna
the
open the
point
door,
is, oh,
walk back in. Go ahead, Torin. Thought you were
the,
ending.
nah, the whole point there was I was trying to take it from somebody who didn't deserve it. But I guess it all worked out in the end anyway, so no harm, no foul, just a giant dent in my pocket.
Y'all ready to go?
Yeah. Sorry, just having an extended conversation with our
Yeah.
friends here.
Here is giving you Torn a disapproving look, but she doesn't say anything.
I
Drum
haven't
totally
seen that
picks
since
that
I
up.
met you.
That's like, so when he says like y'all ready to, it's almost like he's like eye contact's directly on Hira, but he's like speaking to everyone else like y'all ready to go, kind of like implying like everything okay,
I'll
like breaking the tension type of statement.
Yeah, let's go.
pack the dishes and head out with the rest of you.
A drum's gonna kind of wait for Boris to walk by, and then the drum will be like, I was just outside, and it's a great day for death. And I'll kind of like do like a arm nudge thing. He doesn't agree with Boris per se, but he likes that Boris usually likes those things.
He finds Boris amusing, huh?
Yeah, like he's just like
He admires the passion.
he's simple, like not like simple minded, but like he's simple. He's like, if something's alive, it needs to die. Like it's it's part of life. He
Well,
just
I don't
makes
think he
it
wants to kill
happen.
everybody, or else he would have killed us. I think he does have some
Not
standards.
everybody.
Yeah,
Boris, I'm
but
curious.
I'm
What's
just saying,
your
enemies at least.
stance on the undead?
Kira?
No, Boris.
Hmm.
What do you think about them?
I mean, they're useful.
He said before, Boris, you said before you're not a fan of them because it's like defying death.
I'm not a fan of them, but they are a useful tool. What are you going to do with those meat bodies when you're done with them?
True. Got it.
Sometimes you need to make walls.
Oh God! Attack on Titan reference.
You know, I never quite
Yikes.
thought about what to do with them, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Kira looks a little uncomfortable.
If we ever come into possession of many a meatball, I'll defer to you, Boris.
Drums are really gonna have his hippogriff out there.
In,
Okay.
in Boris's time, I've run with some necromancers and known some people, and they provide troops for the open combat. Easy throwaway. Pick up the bodies of your dead enemies and use them again.
Look over to my
Not,
hippogriff and
not the
what
biggest
a horrid thought.
fan.
Yee. Look,
It's
it's
a game of
us.
numbers. Huh?
Game of numbers. Yeesh.
Okay.
All right,
Stuff.
we're heading up to that X, right? Up in the
River-
north near the
River-
Black Mob Bog.
Riverguard Keep, I thought, is where we're going.
Yeah.
Oh.
West.
Right. East.
Or sorry, yeah, east.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Torin is the one with 18 in intelligence, not me. I've got some normal.
Trump's just trying to send us up north, I guess. What's up there?
But
No,
yes,
it's just that when we went over to the map, I like it was zoomed in and it was like on that, and I thought that's where we were going.
so I will say, Torin, as you open up your map to kind of get an idea of where you guys are heading off again, because you have marked the Riverguard Keep, you do notice that there are grand total of 5 new areas marked on your map. And one of them is underneath Red Larch. So those 5 new X's, the 2 up top, 2 down at the bottom, and 1 under Red Larch that are unnamed, are those new areas.
That means I get to name them.
Those are the areas that, from what you've, or from the brief reading you've done from, or y'all have all done from the new pages, seem to be the area or the locations that might be of interest later.
I will definitely make note of the one under Red Larch for later investigation. For sure. Well, right now I am assuming that we're all pretty gung-ho about getting to the Riverguard Keep.
Seems to be a plan.
Yes.
How should we approach, however?
This would be a good conversation to have before leaving.
Well,
We don't have any knowledge of them being bad people, right?
It's true.
So we should just approach as we normally would, just be ready with, you know.
If there
come as
anything,
come as friends, bring death if need be. Same as always. Okay, got this. Let's go.
I'm assuming if they're in any way related to Feathergale, in any kind
We
of
can't
business dealings
trust
that
them.
they may just be. I'm guessing either merchants or mercenaries.
I'm guessing we're gonna find a blue-skinned, gargle-mouthed Gensi here. And I'm not saying that to be racist. I'm just saying it makes sense that someone that is of that element would be hanging out in a place called Riverguard Keep.
That would.
So
Okay.
I would say we would approach because we're in like the Feathergale Regale.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. We're
Hira's
well,
got the suit of armor on. I can change my armor to look like Feathergale stuff as well.
I don't look at all like a Feather Gal, but I'm walking
No,
with you guys. I'm sorry.
it's all right. You're a butcher.
I'm wearing my furs. I've got my black armor on and my helmet on.
Yeah, we're good.
I don't
That toe dangling from your chest
the toe.
like a
I look
necklace.
yeah, the toes on me.
All right.
And
So we
Torn's got a
knock on the
brand new
front door.
shirt, so we're looking good.
Looking good.
So,
There's a hidden stat bonus there. I get like an extra +6 to my charisma thanks to that shirt.
Oh damn!
plus 11? Damn it, don't downsize what I gave you.
Plus 11. Holy crap!
Damn, we already have 2 charisma characters. Now we got 3. We're gonna charm the socks off of them.
I can just imagine that now. Hey, you, guard, take your socks off.
Every argument
Okay.
turns into a weird, awkward orgy because there's so much high charisma. We don't need a bard.
Oh, God. What have I done?
So we knock on the front door, and if things go south, we push Boris to the front.
So,
We do like the flying V from the Mighty Ducks. Boris comes in right from the back, slices up people.
does
I can
everyone...
see everything.
Yeah,
Everything?
I am
everything.
blind.
Okay, so...
Don't look. Don't look.
I'm not
Close your eyes.
looking at a different screen.
Mask the map.
Boris
in
has a-
darkness.
I would like to announce already. Boris has a great plan for this gurgle breath blue skin guy, Gensi. We're gonna go into this place. We're gonna play it cool. We're gonna be really nice to everyone. When we get this Gensi guy alone, I'm gonna axe him in the back of the head, and then we're gonna say he committed suicide.
Can we
He
talk
committed
to him
suicide.
first?
Suicide by
I
axe to
mean-
the back of the head.
Yeah, 2x strokes to the back of the head. Hello.
Yeah, he committed suicide. We walked in right when it happened. He tied himself up, stabbed himself in the back 15 times, and then slit his own throat. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was like some
He
sort of
had,
elemental thing or
he
something.
had to be there. It was awesome. I'm impressed.
Kira disapproves of this plan.
Is destruction just led by fantasy Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh wow.
Oh God.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
no point asking the guards.
oh, I didn't see nothing.
Well, let's check the cameras. Ooh, cameras are out. Yikes.
Okay.
It's still I can still see everything.
That's fine because this is an aerial view. You guys are flying in, so you would have seen a good outline of the keep. Just ignore some of the things that you would assume be under a roof, like right here
Oh yeah.
and right here.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Looking
Well,
at
before
building.
there's people everywhere, so.
Yeah.
But these people that are here are on the top parapets.
Yes. Ah shit. Fuck.
Just fucking delete them. Just get rid of
I'm
them
not
all.
looking. We come as friends,
Goodbye.
but we come as friends, but we bring death. Good motto. Stupid guys.
So you're able
We'll be your best friends for the rest of your life. That's our motto.
so
Unless
you're
we end lives.
you're able to land probably about 40-50 yards outside of the gate, which is closed. And let me give you
My token's not here. Let me drag it out.
drag out. Go ahead and take out your token. All right, so as you approach, you see a small castle overlooking the thickest part of this Desarian River, which at this point is a good half-mile wide. A gatehouse and keep stand atop a low bluff, but the walls are built to the water's edge. And on the riverbank, you can see from the overview another guard tower, or lower guard tower with a guard. Hold on. On the riverbank is a low tower, and it guards a boat basin where keel boats are anchored. The keep seems to be old and worn. However, there are new timbers and shingles suggesting that repairs are underway. A white banner with a blue gauntlet flies over the keep, and the front gate is closed. You do see the four up in the top tower, kind of looking down over you, as well as the two on the walls, kind of looking at you. And as you approach, one of them is going to kind of stand over the closest part and shout down to you. What's your business?
Time to charm that shirt.
What is our business here? I forgot. I know you're supposed to come here, but what are we looking for?
We're looking for a Jinsei dude, but I don't know if we want to tell him that.
We
Come
took
on, you
a mission
clever-
from Feathergale.
Oh,
Does that work? We've been written down for a mission from the Feathergale Knights. Come here.
Yeah, we've been sent here to as a.
We're all huddled, not looking at the guards.
And this is not awkward. All right, huddle up, guys. Why are we here?
I'm gonna nudge
Do we?
the drama here. Go with that. Tell him.
I'm gonna loudly say that we were told to come here from the Feathergale Society to see if your
Tell
people
him that
needed
they said that, yeah, they'll give us work.
that your people may need our help. We're some of the Feathergale Society's newest but strongest recruits. And I'm gonna glean my chest with all the Feathergale regale off of it to show it. And Hero would be right next to me, I'm assuming.
He's gonna kind of cover his eyes from the bright and flashy armor, and all right, that's enough of that. The captain didn't tell me that there was gonna be any visitors from Feathergale today. We'll send an escort down and we'll bring you to him.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna look at Torin and just be huh? I guess that worked.
Well,
Guys,
the,
I went
Not
back.
obvious that the guy can see it, but obvious to Torin.
Quick backup plan. I'm a humble butcher.
Yeah, you're our butcher. I've never not said that you're our butcher. I've just hasn't defined the meats that you procure and slice.
Okay. So, as the four of you make your way past the keep's entrance, this through the two-story gatehouse, you notice that it is attached to the large round tower, and you can see arrow slits going out from various different increments up that tower. As you approach this, you hear a large piece of wood be moved out from behind it, and the two large wooden doors open up. Let's see.
I don't know if Boar should be in the front.
this reads less of a keep and more of a straight up fortress.
So
How armed do these guys look?
they're armed to the teeth, and if you all can make me perception checks.
Certainly.
You bet your sweet bippy I can.
Hero
I'm gonna
can't.
perceive so well, like it'll be crazy. I didn't
Hey.
do too well.
That
Wow.
ain't good.
Kira can't even see her hand in front of her face.
My chest
Crystal
plate
asleep back in the end.
is blinding both Torin and Kira.
Oof.
Mhm.
Bad guys.
So these gates open up to about a 30-foot passage leading into the keep. A portcullis blocks the far end of the passage, but you can see the castle yard on the other side. A arrow slit, or you do notice with the all of you notice an arrow slit on the southern wall. With Adram and Boris, you're able to notice that the small glint when the light hits it of the tip of a crossbow bolt in the arrow slit.
Stay calm, guys.
Making your way into the interior.
Well, Torin, you and me didn't notice. We're just chilling.
No.
You make your
Just
way.
stay calm. I stay calm. Ish.
You make your way into the castle yard. And it's a small courtyard with bare dirt, with tufts of weary grass. A stable stands to the east. Another gatehouse, or the gatehouse is back to the west, and the main yard, of the castle is up, north. You can see the main walls, of the keep in the northern corner of the castle, and stone stairs, near the keep lead up to the top of the wall. You are able to see a little bit more clearly now that the buffers are not blocking view. Just about 12, only 5 of them are represented right now, but about 12 different guards roaming these castle walls.
All right.
Okay. There's a lot of men.
I guess we just wait here.
So,
Our escort.
Yeah, that's what was coming.
Okay.
as you guys make your way into the courtyard, you are greeted by 3 heavily armed men.
I think there's a fourth one underneath here.
Yes, there is.
Here, you
In my
dog, you.
In my perception check, would I have heard any? Would I have heard any hammers like from anvil at all?
Not at the moment.
Was there
But you
anything
do
on it?
hear what you do hear relative or basic or clamor throughout the entire area. There's a actual large or there's a seemingly a bunch of voices out in the area that you can't really see.
More people talking. Okay.
Yeah, you can't really see into the area because of the stable walls, but you do hear voices of what you kind of remember
Sound
from your
familiar that way.
overview. Yeah, where the boats were docked.
Are these the stable
Interesting.
walls?
Yes.
Okay. So we're like, this is like a normal 1-story type wall here.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's, and then this is like a 2-story tower.
Yep. All of it surrounding is 2 stories.
Cool. All right.
I'm gonna shuffle up next to Boris and, hey Boris, I know this is on the river, but do you think they keep their seahorses in there?
Aha! Aha!
Did Boris laugh at that?
There's a definite chuckle out of Boris. Good one. Good one.
We just hear from the back all of a sudden.
So I'll go ahead and kind of drag you through the area. But you do or you are escorted by these 4 gentlemen throughout let's see, back through this way, and slowly, or they as you kind of round this corner, the 4 of them both kind of look back at the 4 of you and are noticeably eyeing you up and down.
I'm gonna give him my most winning smile and look very non-threatening. Can I do like? Is that like a what charisma or something?
Can I ask if there's a problem?
One of them is gonna speak up. No, just making sure we note all the weapons you have on you.
I'm gonna give him a reassuring smile.
We're not here for a fight.
I'm gonna be like, I assure you, we mean you no harm.
Really nice place you guys got.
It's gonna one of them is gonna kind of scoff and it's like, when we found this place, it was practically falling apart.
Oh, it's much better than the feather camp.
Yeah, well, I like
Fire.
what you've done with the place.
Yeah, it's fixed it up. It's good.
One of them, the one in the back behind here is gonna kind of pipe up and, I designed the whole thing.
That's good work. What's your name?
What?
That's one of the
Oh,
DM stumping things, asking names of random non-level.
Stop asking names.
My name's Brent.
my name is Bob. Bob,
It's
the builder.
Hugh.
Bob the Builder.
My name is Hugh. Man,
Oh god, I hate laughing because now I've got to use the restroom. I'll be right back. How could you?
all right.
Warren's
wanna
too
just take a
jokey
break?
tonight.
Where's he going?
Bathroom.
Oh, let's just take like a 3-minute break.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of what's happening here since our DM is gone.
No, we go on, guys.
We keep
Anyways,
going.
So
He
I
comes back.
Houston.
The whole place is on fire. Everyone's dead. We're standing on top of a pile of corpses. Good job, guys.
Torch just dumped out all these orbs of destruction, and we're just cackling in a corner.
We got bags of holding inside bags of holding inside bags of holding inside bags of holding, and then there's a portable hole there too.
You guys see the what do they call him, the bag man?
Yes,
For all the bags of holding. Oh my gosh,
it's
I love
creepy.
that. I love that idea.
Yeah, but it's super creepy.
Yeah, I love creepy stuff.
That's like super creepy though.
What?
Come on, you watched somebody get vored on Friday. You know it's
Oh,
creepy.
that's true. Yeah, no. Yeah, but
Who's
you
the-
didn't
wait,
do
wait,
it.
wait. Explain who's the
Wait,
bad
what?
So many,
Bagman.
so many.
So
Go
the
ahead.
Bagman is this entity that is stuck in the astral plane, sort of,
Yeah.
and he will just kind of come out of a bag of holding. Sometimes he just takes items from the bags as little trinkets, but sometimes he will come out of them and take you.
People.
Like
So
the
it's kind
boogeyman?
so it's kind of
Yeah.
like, think of it like Monsters Inc., where there's a bunch of different doors, and this guy would just come through and take something, or someone from the party, or more than one person from the
Who
party.
came up with this? It's a bag boogeyman?
Basically, yeah.
That's
The
horrifying. I'm never touching a bag of holding again.
But like the way that it's explained, like the DM, like, so we throw random, like we even threw a body in our bag of holding, I think, at one point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we did.
You
So
still
like
have it?
we just threw we throw this stuff.
Torrance face.
We throw stuff in there, and like, so we would be like, yeah, I thought, but the DM would have deleted it off our notes or whatever. It's like, I thought we did such and such. Like, no, must not be there. And then after a bit of losing things, someone might clue into it, but it might be too late. Like, Kira just wakes up being pulled into the bag of holding. Gone forever.
Yeah, okay. First of all, it's your bag of holding.
It's on
so
me, so I would
it's
die.
in your room, so you're the one
Yeah.
who would disappear randomly in the middle of the night.
He's like
Yeah,
your
but-
chef. You're gonna be there.
But the worst part is, you guys would be like, well, it's just a draw, I'm being moody. And I'd be dead, stuck in a plane somewhere.
Looks so creepy too.
Yeah.
Actual D&D lore, or is that something like a DM just came
Yeah,
up with?
it's from the Van Richten's Guide to
Holy
Ravenloft.
shit.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's basically because it was made to counteract that every party ends up with a bag of holding, and people throw so much stuff in there.
I
So
didn't think to do that. I'm a big fan of the Bag of Devouring myself.
I don't like the sound of that.
What, the Bag
Yeah,
of
that's not
Devouring?
what I mean.
Yes.
Oh, it's fine.
It's a bad man is more terrifying.
Did you Google search him? You should do that.
Oh,
No.
I'm not.
that's kind of like the
Mhm.
same idea of like the ghost ship that you come upon while you're like traveling, and people decide, like the merchants that you're helping be security with. Like, so you've been hired to provide security to these merchants, and so they come across this ghost ship, and half of the merchants like get onto the ship to claim it, and so you go with them, and then the merchants keep disappearing, and then come to find out the ship is just a giant mimic.
Wait, why are we getting on a boat? Where are we going?
It's killing off everything.
That's the plot of a movie.
Eh,
That's almost the plot of a movie called
I thought. Where are we going?
yeah, we're being shafted onto a boat.
we get pushed out to the water.
I'm gonna
Boat,
let
and
you
we just
fucking
start
slate.
sinking.
So, you guys continue walking through this courtyard for just a few minutes. And these four escort you down two sets of large stairs, and they gesture towards this boat floating in the waters. If you want to speak to the captain, you've got to go across over onto the boat or over to
Oh, he's like Captain Crunch.
Can
We
I
couldn't have
insight
just-
check them to make sure that they're not trying to fucking
We couldn't
kill
have
us?
just the stairs at the north there and walk onto the boat. we're getting muscled.
you're getting muscled, yes.
Side.
And you wanted a insight check?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that they're not trying to kill us. That they're generally just sending us across the river to see the captain.
Yeah, they're genuinely just pushing you across this
Okay.
way.
So
Instead
like
of
looking through this gate, is there another structure on the other side of the river?
out here, there
Yes.
is not. That is open river.
I'm down.
Well,
for,
the gate's at an angle, so if there's another structure, we wouldn't be able to see it from where we are now.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, at least not that way.
there is a set of iron bars that are raised up and they're keeping boats in, or keeping it closed at the moment. But yes, as you they kind of push you off, and you kind of, or two of you paddle your or thank you, athletics check to paddle.
I did do well though. We just keep going in circles.
Oh my gosh.
Me either.
We
Wow.
sink.
Should I just toss mine in there too?
So
Yeah.
I will note that as the four of you begin to make your way on or step onto the boat, at Torin and Adram, you effortlessly
the
step
rods here.
on. However, Boris and Hira, as you kind of step on, it does sink a good bit further into the water. And with your combined checks, you are able to slowly and kind of painstakingly make your way over to across the river and where a small ladder is hanging down at the edge of the boat.
So embarrassing.
And
Send us out here to row ourselves across the river to this
Yeah.
boat. dumb.
Especially when there is a path at the top.
Yeah, why? What the fuck?
Just
Hush.
swarm, that's it. That's all they wanted.
Hush.
That was their test.
This
Turns out
hazing's stupid.
the guy that
Everyone
designed
dies
this
now,
place
okay?
also has
Everyone
a stake
dies.
in the boat company. So he's like, listen, if we don't use the boats, they're gonna pull that contract. So we use them. We use them for everything. Like to get eggs in the morning, we'd get in the boat, go around a couple circles, and then collect the eggs right on the shore here.
We rode like 20 feet.
You're welcome.
I honestly think that Keegan forgot about that top part. Just like,
No,
yeah,
I
there's
just-
a boat there. Look
Yeah.
into the boat.
No, you want to know what it was? I wanted to see if anybody would call me on it.
Oh, it's there. It's been called. We have two heavy plate wearing people that get in this tiny little dinghy.
Well,
You
wait,
know
wait,
what?
The reason,
It's better
No,
for
no,
the
no.
story.
the reason I didn't say anything is 'cause I thought we were gonna take the little boat across the entire river. I didn't realize we were just taking the little boat to the big boat.
You're welcome.
These fucking river guard people just took the piss out of us.
They could fix up a castle, but their intelligence isn't the greatest.
When we go with the flow of the
Really?
river.
Listen,
So-
we're river guard. We use the river for everything. It's kind of our thing. Okay.
I don't even think these guys fixed it up. I bet someone else fixed it up when they came in here and took it from them.
Bob standing in the back is, oi,
The Earth Society filled it or fixed it.
Oh,
they may have helped.
oh wait.
So, yes, and as you guys, or as the four of you climb your way up this rope ladder onto the side of the ship, you do see kind of a bluish skinned man standing with his hand over his nose, or over the bridge of his nose, and he's just chuckling.
Well, that
And
was an interesting ride. We do that often.
no, and I was honestly surprised to see that you guys would do it.
Well, we didn't want to have anyone be offended, even though it would have been easier and quicker for us to take the clearly outlined path. My name is Adram. As the person speaking, the scholar,
It is.
Sholar Quandero.
Yeah,
Yes.
zoom in, master, I guess.
Yes, it is. Sholar, he's going to introduce himself as Sholar Quandaril, the captain of this beautiful ship, or ship known, where the fuck is it? God damn it, it was right there just a second ago.
Well, that is a crazy name for a boat. The ship is beautiful. God damn it! What the heck? Name it was there a minute ago. It's a mouthful.
The River Maid, that's what it is. The River Maid.
A port in a storm, am I right? Uh,
And that was the description.
he's gonna kind of in a very chipper and happy manner, he's gonna kind of brush some feigned tears from his eyes, and so I didn't summon the Feathergale. To what business
he-
or to what pleasure do I owe this greeting?
Is he a Gensei?
He is
Yeah.
a very plump and blue-skinned humanoid. Yes.
Got it.
Ooh. Sus.
We were recently at the Feathergare Spire, and we passed all their tests with flying colors, and they mentioned that you might need our help, or they offered us up as help. We've been flying around. I'm sure you've heard of us, and we've been taking care of some dangerous matters. So we were inquiring if any help was needed, any destruction could be prevented. I'm gonna see if he keyed into that word at all.
He's going to kind of toy with the very wiry goatee on the bottom of his chin. And just beginning, or he'll kind of start with a chuckle and I don't remember any request for any of these or any of or any of the knights, so to speak. We
Well, what my friend here meant to say is that we're the new blood. You're right. You didn't request any knights. We're not knights though. Uh, mm,
He's been sent as assistants.
yes.
Go ahead.
so
I think this is Thurl trying to show off his good side.
so diplomacy checks from those speaking.
So
The three of you.
Grab my yoga ball.
there's no diplomacy in IV.
Yeah,
So
would that be persuasion or
Yeah.
deception?
It would
well,
be
we're not
deception.
lying.
Well, yeah,
Are we
so it would be
lying?
persuasion. It's
Or
a
just a straight up charisma.
I'll do the persuasion.
yeah, I like persuasion.
Oh,
Oh my
No!
gosh.
I love it. I really do.
Yikes.
A lot of good this shirt did me.
Wait, it doesn't have a plus anything. Or plus, it only has a +1.
Because I only have a +1.
Yeah, but I thought it was like a +11.
That's the joke. Kix.
Oh,
No, the shirt is
You
it's
mix-
just a shirt.
oh,
That's the shirt.
I don't know
It's
what
the-
was handed to him.
It's just a shirt she gave me. It smelled nice.
Oh, I thought it was an actual item,
No,
like a.
No.
absolutely not.
I didn't get that. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, the only ones I give
It's fine.
preferential treatment is you guys, or is the three of you. I don't do anything for Torin.
And if he ever done anything for Torin,
Listen, you got those crazy gloves that can stop these orbs, so let's not get into
only
that.
if I want him to.
Yeah,
They don't have to do anything.
Torin's the bad guy. He's the end boss. He's collecting all the orbs and he's like Thanos. He's got the glove. It makes sense.
I think he's got all of them at this point.
So, he is going to chuckle again, and through this kind of gruff laughter, he'll fresh bloods. We'll You know what? We may have some work for you. If you're interested. See, we need to bring a shipment further down south. Sorry. We need to bring a shipment down south. If you'd be so kind to deliver it, we'd happily
What's
give
the
you
ship?
just some crates, some items.
On this boat? Sure.
He's going to bust out laughing at that, and no, the dinghy you rode on. It's already loaded up. You just have to go down the river.
Would it be
Oh.
possible to fly them down the river?
Yeah. We've done everything else.
He's gonna give it a tentative thought, and I'm not sure if your birds can carry this much weight.
They're not birds.
I think he was being snide. Are the items volatile or
That's
magical?
a tiny ass dinghy. Like if there's items in there that this little dinghy can carry, I think our griffins can carry them.
Yeah, true.
Are they hippogriffs or griffins?
Hippogriffs.
Hippogriffs.
Hippogriff.
And they've flown stuff for us before without us on them, so we could just give them instructions as to where to go.
I feel like your items would be both safer and we can get them there quicker. You know, without any incident.
And that's true Feathergale style.
Using the hippogriffs.
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
think Thruel would like that, in fact.
Well, call your birds, and I'll have them loaded up.
I'm gonna give a whistle. I'm gonna hopefully Freya responds.
So your birds do respond, as well as Wub's unaccompanied bird.
Oh no. But that makes sense. But oh no.
Sure, if you take a close look at Wub's bird,
What-
it's got some teeth marks on it somewhere.
Wub comes out of the inn. He's like, okay, time to wait a second. Pretty sure I had a griffin here.
Where'd that guy
He
bugger off to?
He whistles and all of our griffins take off with all the items loaded onto it. Dang it.
Wub's like, free stuff.
Drom's gonna turn to him and be like, this isn't the first time that we've escorted shipments, but the more danger anticipated, we would A, like to know, and B, usually there's a handling fee that's added onto it.
He'll smile and
We're here for payment.
I see that you got the lot of you got smuggler blood in you. Sure, you make it back alive. You make it back, and all my items are in one piece. I'll make sure you're compensated.
Wait, make back alive. What kind of why wouldn't we make it back alive?
He's gonna shrug and don't fall off your griffin.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's fucking messing with me?
Go for
It's
it.
just danger in general. We're going down with stuff.
Yeah, but what if he set
You
us
just
up to be fucking attacked by pirates?
Well,
just
he didn't
overly
expect us
cautious?
to take a griffin.
Sky
that's for sure.
pirates?
You
Some of
seem
them, they're monkeys with the wings.
he's
Feathergale squad?
with your insight, he seems genuine. That it's, just don't fall off your griffin.
Are any of these items volatile? Do they need special handling? I don't want to be traveling and have something explode or start activating. Torin is our magic
Handler.
aficionado.
He'll kind of brush the notion aside.
Say
Oh,
nothing else.
My partners will make sure that it's safely secured on your griffin, on your hippogriffs.
All right.
Anybody have X-ray vision?
Eventually.
Well, yeah. Don't. We'll
I have X-ray vision.
we'll
Gotta
accept.
cut him in half.
We'll
and
accept
we'll see
your.
what's going on inside of him. Yeah.
We'll accept your quest, your your shipment, and we will be back as soon as possible.
Righto. So, he steps aside and allows you to go or walk across the little gangway onto the walls and make your way back around.
Back around to the. Oh wait, we have our birds right.
When we're out of earshot, I'm going to kind of tell him the plan I was thinking.
Which is what?
Are we out of earshot?
Not right, or you are. Like I said, there's a bunch of people up on the walls at the moment.
Yeah, we're not safe.
Even when we're up here.
Yeah.
It'd
no,
probably-
not talk.
Yeah. But as you and you'll begin making your way back this way. Damn, Hera just teleports?
Dude, she's sprinting.
In heavy armor. She gets there and just vomits everywhere.
Just-
just so happy. Milk was a bad choice. So we wouldn't have been able to be alone from the ship back to the Griffins, is what you're saying?
No.
Maybe.
Okay.
Then.
Then we'll ask if they're ready to go.
Yes,
And
and
then we'll
as
we'll
you
take off.
make your way around and you arrive back with your griffins, they are ready, or they do seem to be packed down pretty heavily. Wubs, smaller hippogriff, seems to be carrying the brunt of the weight.
So we'll say we'll see you shortly. And kind of nod.
How are we gonna know when we get there? He just said south.
Well, I'm assuming he would have given us details.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Mouth.
I'm
Those was the details.
to 2. All right. And you are going to the lovely place, or the lovely town of Bargewhite, or Bargewright.
Where's that at?
Boop.
Over here.
Ah, there we go.
Hey.
Right there.
So are we flying away now?
Yes.
No, we don't.
So when we kind of get away from Riverguard a bit, I would say we would most likely take. Actually, let me just draw one.
Follow the river.
We wouldn't follow the river.
Why not?
We'd go right like this
Yeah, straight shot, dude.
Oh yeah.
because I would be afraid that they have like they wanted us to go in the boat.
Oh, sure,
So
sure.
if
Good
we
plan.
circumnavigate the river, then any traps they might have laid out for us might
Yeah.
not work. But when we get kind of like here-ish,
That's right.
I would kind of signal everyone to like land, and then I'd say I think we should not scan but identify or whatchamacallit, magic, whatever. We should figure out what we're taking. So like
Oh,
we're away from
Well,
we're away from
while
the group,
while
and now
we're in
we
flight,
kind of
while we're in flight, do you have a detect magic of some sort? Can you? What are we carrying? Are we? What are these crates looking like? Fine, detect.
I can identify right now.
Identify?
I don't have. That is different than. I have to be able to touch the actual item.
Oh,
But
So
if Torin can detect magic,
both
Yes.
Hera and Torin are able to detect magic, and as you guys kind of just kind of peruse the closed crates, Most of them are sealed pretty extensively with nails. You are those of you using detect magic are able to pick up several different magical auras, both contained inside as well as the crate themselves.
Okay.
So we should not try to force it open. It might be a
No,
trap or
no,
some
no,
kind of
no.
alarm.
Mm,
But if Torrent's gloves can disable and enable, then maybe we could like, or disable the magic of the crates, open it, look inside, put it back together, and put the magic back on.
I can't. I'd have to figure out what spells are being cast.
Well, I could
Figure
identify
Curling
it
gloves.
as a ritual, and that lets us know, because he said that the boxes were also magic. I learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. I also learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are.
Yep. Would you
I
like
say
Item
to?
was created
land.
by a spell. You learn which spell created it.
Yeah, I say we land close-ish to our destination. Figure out what's happening. Bust them open, and I can
Let's
mend
land on.
them back
Let's
together.
land. Let's land over here because
Because
that's kind of like the in between. That little X.
that sounds fine
Yeah.
for
I'll
me.
kind of go there and
But the important thing is that I can mend the crates so that it looks like nothing happened. Physically,
Mhm.
interesting.
magically, who knows? But we'll figure that out when we start to
Well, I
work
can
on it.
also tell which spells were affecting it, so you might be
Yes.
able to cast something on it
Maybe
that, depending.
depending.
We'll put a
And
murder
it's a
face in
plan.
one of the boxes. They open it up and it kills everyone in the shop. Good job, murder face.
he's a good boy.
Good job.
I'm curious, where do you keep him?
He's in my room.
Oh, he.
Yeah, he's in the
Oh,
end. He's just
Oh, he's back at Red Larch.
he's at the end.
did you leave him food?
Yeah. Who's feeding him? Wubba's
He
feeding
didn't leave
him.
him food. He
Calessia.
didn't leave him food, but he definitely left the door open.
I
So
did say I did say room service was allowed today. So
Calessa is begrudgingly taking care, or you assume she's begrudgingly taking care of him. She's not sure what this creature is. She's never seen one before, but Boris has helped out numerous times, and if he says it's his pet, then uh,
The untrained baby animal.
okay.
go for a walk.
So, using taking about 10 minutes to identify, all of these crates are magic, or they have the spell on them, alarm. So you gather that if you broke open one of these crates, it would set off some sort of alarm.
Yeah, I don't care what's inside of them. To be honest, guys, we've been asked to carry them. But
yeah,
like,
we didn't technically have any problem with them. I just wanted to know if,
We're curious.
something it's like, hey,
I'd like to know.
if we
I'd
scan
like
the
to know what
thing and
we're
it's like, oh
transporting,
yeah,
but I kind of don't care. You know?
this is small slave children. I don't know if I
Oh.
would be okay with transporting them,
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Like, I don't want to be
I'll
like a
look-
drug mule.
I'll erase what I was typing. I was saying I feel like you're calling out to open things that we're supposed to be transporting. Kind of breaks a vow of telling them things, but I don't know. I'm just
Not
a dumb
really.
fighter, you know. Okay.
I'm
Hmm.
investigating somebody
If
who
you can-
may have done something bad. I need to know if they deserve justice or not.
Okay. That is a good form of justice. I appreciate that.
I'm pretty
Good
sure
job,
I
bro.
can safely remove an alarm from at least one of these crates. So I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Kira's supposedly lawful good, except when it comes to people
Yeah.
who are suspected of doing bad things, and then she kind of will do anything to deliver justice.
So, kind of going off of a Drom's lead and finding the crate that has the most seemingly magical auras inside of it. You reach out and touch the crate, and the alarm spell fizzles away from it. You do hear the small clattering of a bell, like a bell falling inside of the crate.
All right, now Boris, pry this open.
Okay. Easy enough. I got some
Strength
crowbars.
check.
That's fine. Strength check. All right. Let's get it.
Hira, do you want to help?
Mm-hmm.
Yoink.
Ooh.
I like to just use my. Oh, that is horrible.
So you're able to get half of the lid open. However, Boris, kind of getting a little too excited, wedges his crowbar in too far, and as you lift to pull the lid open, it actually splinters it in the center.
God damn it, Boris.
Right. Don't worry, Boris. That's fine.
You can fix that.
I can fix this.
Okay.
Let's take a peek.
Just haven't had a chance to bust out the pry bar in a while.
So, investigate, or no, actually, you got. I'll say everybody's taking 10 just to pull out. So, inside of these crates are various arms and armors. Most of them are etched with the same markings of the Feathergale Society as you've seen before. However, each one has a slightly different kind of arcane writing on it that gives it its own power.
Or something?
Let's see. Now, and most of this stuff is packed away very, very neatly, separated between layers of hay, so that way there's no scuffing and scratching. It seems like a legit order.
Torin, are you able to identify any of the arcane writing?
The writing specifically on these pieces of
Yeah, like
weapon
how the writing might affect the armor, like what magical properties it gives it.
and I can give it a shot. Would that be the actual spell identify or an arcana check?
You can use the spell identify to get the information immediately, or you can kind of do the arcana check and just kind of peruse through your knowledge and see what you find.
It takes me 11 minutes to identify something for free.
Oh, yeah. Mine's an actual spell slot.
Yeah, so Drom can identify while Torin searches his mind.
It just takes 11 minutes for him to do so.
Yeah.
Torin can spend those 11 minutes thinking.
So that'll put us at 20 minutes, just about.
We'll tell him that Boris had to take a massive shit, and he needs to get out of his plate armor and everything, take the giant shit, which takes a while, and then you got the armor back on. It's a whole thing.
These people, if we traveled by boat, are expecting a boat travel time. We're cutting that time at least in half.
And who's to say we're not allowed to stop and have lunch if we want? It's our own time.
And who's to say that
it's not a
they're
rush.
monitoring
Is this a rush?
our miles
Is this
per
a
hour
rush
from
order?
flight?
Well, if they're familiar with the Feathergale Society, they'll know that how, hippogriffs fly.
Professionalism, damn it.
And also, professionals wouldn't stop for anything less than a giant shit.
Birds got tired.
Did I hear that Boris broke a box or an item?
Mm-hmm.
Not an item. He just splintered the box a little bit.
Look at the lid, but man, I had a really good look inside.
So there's weapons from Feathergale.
Yeah,
All of
and some of the armor and weapons are inscribed with like some kind of like arcana. Like they're like they've got some magical properties.
I'm going to use my skill check now. Is that okay, Mr. DM?
yes.
Perfect. Oh, not bad.
So each one of these pieces of armor is it's basically an entire suit of plate armor. However, it's for a rather rotund size, a large size. And the enchantment on it is a. The best way to describe it is it's a wind-based enchantment. However, to some put it simply, it increases the wearer's speed. And the weapons, each one is enchanted with the same thing, and it allows an additional attack. Like,
In my head, I'm looking at them, and they've got like a bunch of wing motifs on them to imply the fast.
yes.
Wind cult much? Um, hmm.
We
This
should.
is where
I
we go.
think we should package these back up,
Mm.
deliver them, and now that we know where they came from and who sent them, if we see them
Use against us. we know-
causing problems, we know exactly where they came from.
I don't want an extra attack against me though.
Well, we know exactly what they are.
I don't want someone on plate doing an extra attack against me.
Hold on. I'm just going to use all of my charges of Dispel Magic.
Oh God.
I'm going to unenchant every piece of gear in this one box.
Oh my
Just kidding.
god.
I won't do that. What am I
That'd
gonna
be
I think
I
we
think
should.
they would definitely know we meddled.
I think
Yeah,
we
how
should
would they know?
repair. We should repair the boxes. We should return the stuff and bring it to complete our mission, because this could have just been a test, and we might be able to get more information. Because again,
More better
we're looking
gear to
for
steal from them later when I decide to go rogue and kill the.
we're looking
What
for
are
a water
things?
Gensei, and that person we were talking to does match the description. So although I don't think
I
it
bet this is
him,
going to a win Gensi. Because are they
I-
all chunky boys?
I
I-
guess we'll just find
I'm
out.
pretty
when we
sure
get
that
there.
is not the person we're looking for. But if there's one there, then maybe there's more there.
These are not the
So-
droids you are
Okay.
looking for.
I
If
think
there's
we should,
another Gensi there, we're gonna have to kill him on sight. I think. I'm just saying.
Whoever's
Boss, can you
sending,
chill with the
Ooh.
kill on site stuff? We have to make sure that they've actually done something wrong before we can punish them.
No, we kill them all on sight.
I mean, whoever's sending out this much enchanted gear has some serious
But-
dosh somewhere, and I'm into that.
I like rear. I like this. Maybe do we ride the wave? Do we team up with these guys? Okay, I like this. I like this plan. I like
Is
where you're
there-
going.
Torin, is there anything magical that you can imbue on armor that would either track it or not allow it to function when they try to like
Let me
attune
rifle
to it
through my
or anything
book.
like that?
I don't have anything in my book that would let me do that. Unfortunately. But I like where your idea was going. Well, we'll just have to see how this goes.
Worst case, we die, right?
Worst case.
No,
I'll,
unfortunately, there's a lot
I'll
worse
place
than death.
I'll place the splintered lid back on top and take the minute to mend it back together.
Okay.
Did you mend
Effortlessly.
the bell, the bell that fell. Did we figure out what that was?
If we need, I
Uh,
can also cast alarm. It's one of the spells I
I'm
know. So if we
I'm
need to put that
assuming
back.
the bell is
Is
a
it
component for the
the
spell.
component of the alarm?
I'm assuming. So, I mean, it's an easy thing to infer that the bell got disconnected and the spell
Yeah. So
malfunctioned.
when you would
Yeah,
redo the alarm spell, it would get reused and be just fine.
yeah. So if one of you guys can't do it, then I can expend the spell slot to do it.
Guys, I have a crazy plan.
I don't know anything about magic.
Crazy plan.
I could technically do a ritual and get an unseen servant inside the box with the bell and have the bell be held by it. It's
I
invisible.
like where
I think
And
do
once they
can
dispel the alarm,
can either of you
it'll
guys
dispel
cast
that.
can either of you guys cast the alarm spell for free? No? Okay. I'll expend the spell slot then and I'll put the alarm back together.
that would work too. I'm just saying. We could have had my unseen servant just chilling on there.
I'd really like the unseen servant idea. That was nice.
Could have worked. All right, so we're gonna load it back up, and we're gonna
Onward
head down.
Okay.
to the barge right. I guess it is just the barge right in.
Yeah, this large, from what you remember of hearing of this place, this large inn basically encompasses this entire city or this entire town. The biggest staple of it is its inn.
That's
Pretty
cool.
impressive.
Cool place.
I'm
Sweet
guessing
pigs.
the thing with the well is the end.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Very interesting wall architecture.
Is this like a little market? Oh, I accidentally put a dot there. I don't know how to don't do that.
So, as you guys fly or continue or make your way flying, you notice a village appearing over the takes you a good, including your stop, a good 3.5 hours to get there. As it's coming into the distance, you see on the up on top of a large plateau is several various buildings behind shorter stone walls, with the largest of the buildings being situated kind of in the back with two giant what looks to be silos on either side of it, and beneath it at the base of the plateau, which is only about 50 to 60 feet high, is a series of other walls that, as you get closer, that you can see them kind of quartered off into various stalls, which hold kind of makeshift tent. As you get closer, there seem to just be several markets scattered around this area. But you do see, as you get closer, the two painted in large white writing on the either side of the building in the back is the Barge Right Inn. And it's kind of rather elegantly painted on the side of the building as a big sign of advertisement, it seems. And what would we like to do?
I'm still chuckling at the name of it.
So we would probably land. We were to deliver it to the inn itself, right?
That was the instructions.
So we would probably land somewhere back here.
Okay.
Yeah, we
And
haven't
then,
deviated from the instructions so far.
Nope, not at all.
Let's keep following them to a
I
T.
mean, they didn't say we couldn't stop and look in.
Semantics. So
Yeah, because you didn't want to be transporting slave kids or something, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
That's what convinced me to stop being like, no, I don't want to open this.
So
Listen,
Was
I
that's
had a
in-
I had a good buddy
that was a
back at
good-
home.
that
His
was a
name was
very
Jason, and
that was a
he got
winning
hired to
argument.
drive a duffel bag from one place to another, and you know, he
Full
heard
of
kicking and
nomads.
screaming, and turned out that there was a person in the duffel bag, and you know,
Paid?
hmm?
Did he get paid?
He ended up killing everybody.
So
Yeah.
he didn't get paid.
All right, roll deception.
You may have heard of him. His name's Jason Statham.
I was gonna say, I think I knew this guy.
Yeah, he was one of the highest paid transporters in the area.
he and his wolf Agre.
Oh, not that Jason. Oh, sad. I will
S-
never play that game again.
I'll watch the transporter just to see him shirtless.
Ooh,
Ooh, woo. So, as you guys land, I would like some perception checks. And you land on the wall with the large, painted on, writing. And you do
Natty
notice.
20, dirty 20.
Fuck!
Best as I could.
So,
Forrest with a tip on the top.
there's a large pane, or a large, on the wall that you guys are facing, there's a large, window that, the top half of it is, painted or stained glass in various different colors in a interesting looking like mosaic. The rest of the window is just regular glass, and you can kind of see the backside of the bar. In front of is a and you can see inside, and you notice as the tiny little woman standing behind the bar kind of turns around and gets taken aback, and then she just kind of disappears. And then a few moments later, she comes around the side of the building and kind of looks at the four of you like, normally when people visit, they come through the front gates. How can I help you?
Hi,
We're
we're
here-
here to deliver
here,
a
please.
shipment from the Riverguard Keep.
She's gonna take the clipboard from Torin and sign it real quick and like, okay, I wasn't expecting this shipment for another day or two. He said he would be coming by the river. I'd sent an envoy down to collect it. I guess this is great prompt work. Did you have any trouble transporting it?
Not at all.
It's fine.
There was some turbulent winds, but nothing we couldn't manage.
She's gonna offer a slight chuckle, and it's like, haha, I see. Birds, winds, I get it.
So you know what all this is for? Bartright doesn't really look like the kind of town we need all this heavy stuff.
She's gonna offer a little bit of a shrug, and it's like, I just facilitate the orders and bring the product in, and I hand it out to the merchant who ordered it for sale.
And
Who's the merchant who ordered it?
She'll pull
We
out a
could bring it.
small
we could bring
book
it
and
to him, since you sent the other guys to the river. We didn't want to.
Easier than
Shit.
troubling the envoy because they're all the way down there. We'll bring it along. No hassle at all whatsoever.
Yeah, stuff's kind of heavy, so
All it would do is cost a little bit extra feed on our parts for our companions back there.
she's
I said for free.
No, as in our.
if you guys could make me some persuasion, please.
I'm not falling for this one again. You can't make me.
Roll it. Damn it!
Tor.
That shirt's paying off.
Delayed.
She's like, she'll kind of eye Torin up and down as she's handing him the clipboard or holding the clipboard out for him. It's like, that's a nice shirt. It's down in the market below. Normally we don't do this, but you're all right. Our normal couriers are off trying to collect this, so yeah, if you just follow the road follow the path and through the front gates and down to the largest building, in market below. You'll find him.
His name?
She'll pat the large crate that you guys had looked through. He's like, he ordered this one specifically. And she'll look back again. Adrian? Okay.
What's that mean?
She's gonna kind of give you a little side glance, and yes, it's his name, Adrian.
Who's Adrian? Do you know?
He's one of our arms dealers.
Oh.
Was
Is he a
he yours?
blacksmith?
No,
Or does he just
he has
No?
he has no skill with a hammer, but a quick tongue that he could probably sell the boots off of you.
You know who he sells to?
He usually keeps to himself about his clientele. We just know that he pays a healthy amount of rent for the building he owns down there.
Well, I guess we better
Maybe
get
we
headed
give him
over
a-
there.
Yeah, let's give him a visit. Let's get him his merchandise.
So just to clarify, it is this one down here.
Nothing.
Is it the yellow one? I hope it's the yellow one.
The yellow tint.
Yeah.
No, it is not the yellow tint. Sorry to disappoint.
This is the one that I accidentally put a black dot in front of? Yeah? Or no? Or was that the yellow dot?
This one?
It's the- Ooh, is it the L-shaped building?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
perfect. Nice. Oh, we're lugging this through the street, huh?
Essentially, yeah. So I need some strength checks from you guys.
No, we would have
No, we can-
kept him
we
on
can
the
work-
hippogriffs.
Okay.
We would have walked the hippogriffs to the street.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
Now who dumped all these
I'll,
presents out? Oh, they're tents.
So
This is quite bizarre. BA.
It's a bizarre.
That was
Aha.
that was a crafty joke.
aha.
I'm on fire tonight.
I'll buy what you're selling.
Torn suddenly spontaneously combusts.
Combust.
If I make
Gets
another good
another new
joke, can I have a
Gets
free
another
card
new
level?
shirt.
No. No, I want something substantial. I want a free card level.
Part level.
Free party level if you make a good joke. We'll see.
No, you get inspiration. You can roll an advantage.
We'll
whenever
see.
You decide to. Once.
All right.
So, just to clarify, this is the front of the building here. Or is it not marking this one?
There. Okay. So the one that's kind of above the rest of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, taking Wubb's hippogriff and hauling this large crate down, you get to the front steps of this elegant market and or elegant looking storefront. The front wall is entirely made of glass, and you can see into the open lobby. Several people are in and out or perusing the wares, if you will. Looking in, there is on the eastern wall is rows and rows, floor to ceiling, of various different sizes and shapes of weapon. On the back wall is several very elegantly looking suits of armor, and one mannequin in the center. or mannequin in the center. And then on the western wall is various different types of armor, from anywhere from just padded cloth of very fine quality, all the way up to scale mail or chain mail. And then, like I said, on the back is the full plate and half plate. And
I sell mage armor here.
no,
I want my bard level, damn it. Come on, that was a good one.
no, I won't give it to you.
That was a good one, actually.
I won't give it to you.
Not worth the bard level.
Why do you?
What would you know?
So, what would you do with the bard level if I gave it to you?
Obviously, I'd be a bard
Okay. Uh-huh.
in the worst possible way.
Oh God, how many more things are you gonna seduce? You already got the frilly shirt.
It's frilly? I didn't mark that.
Not frilly, but it's frilly in
Oh.
the sense of flamboyant.
It's
Oh.
really internally. It just scuffs against your nipples when you
It
walk certain ways.
Yeah, your nipples are
I-
perpetually hard.
The image
like
that popped into my head was the poofy shirt from Seinfeld, but we're not here yet.
I think the
I'm just when I hear a poofy frilly shirt or flamboyant shirt, I just think of those ones like the old Shakespearean ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So we deliver the boxes. And we see this guy.
you
Where
do
to?
see behind a counter talking to one of the probably about 6 patrons inside of the shop is a very short looking almost human man, but you can tell by his size he's probably a halfling. And he's speaking very quickly and very confidently to this woman, and judging from the bits of conversation that you're getting, he's trying to sell her one of the suits of armor behind her for her newly in her son, who is freshly joining the military or the Faerunian army. Sorry.
I'm sorry, you guys see Bartholomew being an idiot?
Oh wow, look at him.
Oh wow.
That's not being an idiot. He's just being. No, he's
he
so
wants
acrobatic.
to I think he wants to like get to my desk from here, but he can't
It's
figure
so
out
cute
how.
to see him.
So
Or you can
put
do
him
it.
on your desk. Oh, hey, that's
Oh,
not
look
wide
at
enough
that.
for you, buddy. You're a little too thick.
He's a big boy. He
His
keeps
legs
squeaking at
sliding
me
off.
too. You guys can't hear it, but
Oh, oh, poor
we all
boy.
we all saw that happening.
Oh,
Poor baby. Well, I'm good to stay out here with the shipment and people watch while someone else goes to speak to, I'm assuming, Adrian.
I'll go talk with Adrian.
Oh. Have you ever
Arms
heard the
deal, yeah?
expression "bull in a china shop"?
What's up, Boris in an armor shop?
he won't stop screaming now if anybody's interested.
I'll go in with Boris.
Well,
And I'll
he just
mention to
embarrassed
Boris.
himself on stream. Of course he's screaming.
I can't believe you guys
Poor
got
boy.
to see that.
I'll mention to Boris as we're walking in. Peruse his armor and stuff. Don't insult him, but we might be able to use your knowledge in armor to
Yeah.
befriend him. and
If
get some
anything,
information.
it's another place I can find some work. Maybe he doesn't do any blacksmithing here, but he might want to buy some. This is good stuff we're doing, right? See what he's got though. Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna
just
go in and
gonna
let him
walk
know that we have his
around.
shipment.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Introduce ourselves.
So
Mm.
it's going. He's going to continue talking for a few minutes until he ends up eventually coaxing her into making the large purchase of the suit of armor. And Boris, with your knowledge, of armor. The suit that he hands her, she overpaid for. Yet she, from
Loves
what
it.
you, yes, she feels like she just made a great deal and a great purchase.
I got that impression of this guy to begin with. So.
And as she kind of makes her way out of the building, Adrian, the short halfling, is going to kind of glance over at the two of you and like, ah,
Who is that half one?
yes, he is a halfling. Like, new customers. How can I help you? Have you seen anything you like? I have many wares.
Hi, we're actually here with a shipment from was it Rivergate Keep?
Ah, yes, I was expecting that. Tomorrow.
Yep, we are very fast with our shipments.
We're prompt.
I like that. I'll definitely have to put this into my notes. So, yes. Give it here and I'll set it up.
It's outside on our griffins, actually, if you wouldn't mind giving us a hand.
Hippogriffs.
He's gonna kind of eye you and Boris up and down, and it's like, and then kind of look down at himself, and
I'm kind of chuckling. I'm chuckling at the fact she's telling you a joke, my friend.
Oh!
Adrian.
Oh,
Well, I don't like to underestimate people.
oh, from you, madam. Everything about me is underestimation.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start bringing this stuff in. Do I need to make a strength check?
Both you and Boris can make a strength check at advantage since you're carting it in together. Oof. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, without breaking a sweat, both of you lift the crate in and clapping his hands together, he kind of quickly scurries over to it and waves his hand around. A Drum and Hira, you recognize this as a dispel, and then he kind of motions for Boris and hands him a crowbar and is like, "Open it, please, sir."
A drum is going
By all means.
to a drum is going to make his way to the crate that we broke open, and kind of roughly take it off the bird. And I'm going to apologize for it.
Oh,
We
you're gonna
already
drop
brought
it.
everything in.
We already brought
Oh.
it in, dude.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we already brought everything in.
That was quick. Okay, never mind. Then he was trying to cover the fact that we broke
I'm-
into it. I don't know how
I'm
Well,
well the
crowbarring.
man did
Torin mended it. It looks as good as new. So you'd just be drawing attention to the fact that something
Okay.
suspicious happened.
Yeah.
All right. And then you were able to alarm it again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Yep. And Boris yanks open the lid, this time without splintering it. And
It was Privar, yeah.
he kind of Adrian is gonna kind of excitedly giggle and rush over, grab a step ladder, and start pulling items out. And as he pulls each one out, he's gonna run over to the mannequin and fasten it on.
I'm gonna ask him if he needs any help.
He's gonna kind of give you a side eye and this is rather expensive, so do forgive me for not accepting your kind
Adrian.
offer.
Well, I was gonna offer you another offer. The fact that I'm a blacksmith on the side,
Ah.
on top of being an adventurer that brought you these things here.
Mention
I
that
could-
you know you ripped her off.
Yeah. I was gonna do that anyway. I could bring you some things that you could sell for, well, almost as good of a profit as you made off that lady there.
his eyes are gonna light up
Let me
just a
go
little
roll.
bit, and if you will, give me a persuasion as I run to the restroom real quick.
I need to go good at persuasion.
I could, if you want to wait for him to get back, I could try and
I'll talk it
with
up.
you.
Yeah.
I can be like,
I could
Boris is really
persuade and
good.
help
I've
you
seen
too.
I've seen his stuff. I have a +7 in my persuasion, so hopefully I don't fucking fumble it. Sounds like something I would do.
You have a +5. I have a +8 to intimidation if you ever need it.
We established early on. I don't know if you know this, Eric, but I'm the persuasion bitch, and Adram is the intimidation dude. So
You know, I think those roles got switched around at some point.
And I have nothing in either, but I feel like I want to talk it up and try at least.
Well, yeah,
And
that
that's
just means that
and that's why
we're schooled in
that's
it.
why I got a nice little persuasion of 9. I'm like, come on, man, I'm really good at this.
No, you just be like, listen, my
I feel like I
work
should.
will speak for itself, but here's some reviews.
I feel like I should be able to roll it an advantage and take my helmet off and reveal the big scar on my face of my one failure.
We don't have that
I
much
haven't.
time to crack open that
Yeah,
that can of worms.
don't want to go too deep into the backstory.
You pick them up and put them on your lap. Let me tell you a tale.
Let me tell you a tale of the one time that I
So-
fucked up a piece of blacksmith
so
thing.
so Keegis, Hira ended up trying to talk Boris up, and she was like, "Yeah, I've seen his work. He's really good." So I did a little persuasion check too.
She was gonna convince him of like, hey, look at what he's wearing.
He made everything himself.
So, with the combination of the persuasion, he will look Boris's armor up and down. Hadn't you made that yourself, you say?
Yes.
He'll gesture back to one of the bare mannequins for heavy armor. If you can bring me a suit of armor, I'd gladly sell it. 20% commission?
It's looking a little higher, but yeah, we can come up with some things when I bring it here. But 20%'s a little lower than what I'm used to, so
Well, I do have to maintain this
I
fine
know you have to maintain
establishment.
this establishment, but I will bring you some fine work, so we go a bit higher than 20.
We'll
But
s- he'll nod and
we'll work with it at the time that it comes.
he'll nod in excitement. I'm excited to see what you have to bring me. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you deal in weapons at all?
He's gonna kind of jokingly gesture to the wall of weapons he has.
Do you have any magical weapons?
Depends on your taste. But yes, some of the and he'll gesture to like the assortment of weapons all the way up at the very top. And like
Hira's gonna be like, I'm partial to halberds, and she's gonna kind of take out her halberd.
And do you hand it to him?
Yeah, I'll hand it to him if he wants to have a look.
Or he'll hold his hands out, and this halberd looks absolutely massive in his tiny halfling hands.
This is the nice +1 one that I got. It has like the tier inscriptions and stuff.
And he's noticing that, and he'll look the halberd up and down, and noticing the inscriptions of tier, he'll chuckle and say, I believe I've sold this very item 6 months ago?
It was gifted to me by a wizard in Waterdeep.
Ah, Mithrin?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, he seemed like he likes to peruse our items every once in a while. He's gonna kind of like daydream a little bit.
So, what other kind of weapons do you have? Like do you have any magical halberds?
He's gonna kind of tisk a little bit and like, I'm sorry, lass, this is the best halberd I've ever sold. And honestly, I don't say that very much.
I'm gonna be like, awesome.
As much as I would love to take your coin, I just don't have anything that tops it at the moment.
How about a magical plate?
A very coy grin is going to cross his face, and he'll gesture back to the plate armor that you guys just received or just sent in. I do believe it's a little large for your size, but I do have this.
What are its properties?
It makes the wearer light as air, as the craftsman so told me. The protection of steel, but the speed of air.
I wasn't really looking for anything particularly having to do with speed. I was looking for something that might give me a little extra protection that normal plate might not give.
Ah, I see. We do have. He'll gesture over to another suit of armor that seems to be on the thicker side, or very similar to it's made with a similar metal as what Boris's is, but it's not unique like his. However, upon inspection, it doesn't seem like it's going to give you much more protection than what you're already wearing.
Okay. I'll be like, okay. I'm just gonna, I guess, kind of just look around. No particular reason.
I'm looking for among the weapons on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like a great sword. I'd like a really nice great sword. Adrian, don't try to do the thing you did with the woman back. Give me a fair price, and I'll take your 20% commission.
He's gonna kind of give you a side eye a little bit, and
Because I know you're not going to work with me on the commission I would normally like to have for my pieces of work. But
he'll kind of scurry behind the counter, and he'll or disappear behind the counter. It's taller than him, and you'll see the ladder kind of or from on leaning up against the wall slide, and he'll begin scurrying up, and then very slowly trying to maintain the large or the heavy weight of this very large bastard sword. He will kind of or hand it down to you, and as you kind of grasp it in your hands, it has the same marking as the ones that you saw from the crate. However, this one is a little bit larger, and as he kind of describes to you the metal and who made it, he mentions that it says he said it should make you swing a little bit faster and a little bit harder. If you're interested.
I'm interested, I think.
That's what I was looking for, was an extra attack halberd. That would have been sick as fuck.
So
And you're gonna have like what, 3 attacks?
Could-
Cool.
so he will offer it for 10 platinum.
And flat.
if you accept, and with you accepting my commission, I can say I'll do 8 platinum. Negotiate commission,
so.
10 platinum. No negotiation, take your offer, 8 platinum.
I'll do 8 platinum. Yeah, we'll do 8 platinum for this. That sounds good, Adrian. That's a fair deal.
Okay.
The extra attack.
Yep. And it is a +1 bastard
dude.
sword.
Congrats.
Solid.
Kier's gonna be like, it's a shame he didn't have a extra attack halberd. Would have paid good money for it.
He'll smile up at you and I'll make sure to have one in the next shipment.
Ooh, maybe I'll have to come back here then.
And he'll start daydreaming around and shake his head a little bit. Ah, Mr. Sparkly Man, is there anything else I could help you with?
Is he talking to me?
Yes. You do have like a slight sparkly sheen to your skin.
I mean, I guess so do I.
I don't know if there's anything in this shop that could actually benefit me, unfortunately.
I have things for everyone, even your even your really magic users.
What do you have for magic users? Can you show me your wares?
Show me your wares.
He'll shrug and begin unbuttoning his pants.
No. I was hoping for something a little larger.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
shit.
just offensive. You just raised all your prices by 50%.
If only you could raise other things by 50%.
Holy shit!
Session's ended, guys. I'm offended. I'm done.
I'm kidding, of course.
You know, I wanted to have a little bit of fun by making myself a weapons dealer in this game, but I never realized that it'd be so real. Tiny penis
Wait,
and
this
all.
guy's you? This guy's you?
Come to find out that Keegith was not role playing at all.
Aw.
My bad, buddy. No. I don't know specifically what to ask for, so I'm assuming it'd kind of be like they'd have like random things that like I don't know. Like I don't know how to ask for items in a shop. I would normally just look at what they have, right?
So he can point you towards a similar piece of armor to what you are wearing. However, he does boast it as offering you a little bit more protection.
Right, then that would be interesting because I can wear light armor. I don't even know what the heaviest light armor is.
Scale. I think. No, it's like padded armor or
Look it up.
something. Anyway, while you're looking that up, Torrin, you're people watching outside.
Indeed.
Perception.
Ooh, I hope I see some real freaks.
Indeed, you do.
I'm traveling with them.
Yeah.
This bazaar is quite bizarre. There are many people in this crowded area or buying and selling various things. You do see small children kind of running in and out from the feet of the or under the feet of the crowd. You know, some of them reaching up swiftly and taking coin or attempting to take a coin purse. One of them getting caught and scolded by one of the older ladies that's perusing some vegetables. Anything in particular you're trying to see with your perception?
Not really. No, I'm just interested to see. This place is apparently very busy.
It is very lively. how
just any kind of, I suppose, really, really, really far out there types of people,
um
or something familiar, I guess.
God, I was about to say something really bad, but I can't because I'm on stream. Damn it.
Oh, type it.
Good thing you've held
Type
your tongue.
type it in Discord.
For people to read lips.
Where are the people that read lips? Okay. That's something that you're looking for?
I don't know. I was just trying to peruse. I don't know if that's something that can be.
He says he'll say he could look it or he can find it. He possibly could find it. He doesn't have it available.
Figured it would help.
And Torin, in the note of the interesting people, you do see a grand total of about 4. And but all of them are different skin colors. They're all various humanoids. Humanoids. You do see a kind of very pale, almost gray skinned person, someone with a very pale blue skin, someone with a very like almost almost like dirt brown skin, and someone with red skin. And each of them are standing underneath one or a different tent, advertising medicinal wares, for the lack of a better term. Or some of them are advertising as painkillers, forget the night before type things. Relieve all of your stress of today's or the world.
I'm intrigued. And I will peruse.
So, perusing, which one do you want to do first?
Red.
So, as you approach, and conveniently under the very bright red tarp in the center of everything, a very flamboyant and loud character, it will greet you as you walk up and gesture towards his wares and continue his spiel of medicinal wares. What ails you, sir? Do you have a headache? Perhaps melancholy? Maybe you lack fire in the bedroom?
Mm. What does the place smell like?
The entire area?
Around the tent.
So around the tent, it's
Before
very
bathroom.
around the tent is very fragrant. The rest of the town, is kind of unkempt, and most of them don't spend. There is a bathhouse you see off to the corner, but it looks like it's not very well patron, or there's not many patrons in it at any given time, really. However, this tent around, or as you stand under the tent, it's very aromatic, very fragrant, pleasant even.
Bartholomew's going for round 2. Oh no, he's just sitting down. what have you for stress?
Ah, sir. Mm.
Lifting someone out of their lows.
He's going to hand you a vial of this red liquid and tell you, adding 2 drops of this to your mead, wine, or whatever you drink on the evening will have you awakening with a profound sense of joy in the morning.
I roll insight to see if I'm getting potentially ripped off or
He
sold snake oil.
he gives you the price, which is
Okay.
5 gold for the vial. It's a relatively large vial. Um,
Okay.
and give me your insight.
See how it goes.
Perfectly good sale.
Okay. Well, you know, that seems perfectly reasonable.
In fact, you give him more money.
I think you've got yourself a purchase.
He'll smile and hand over the vial for you, and
And
take
I
your.
will hand him the 5 gold.
He'll give you a very curt nod and thank you so much. And please come back if you ever have any other ailments. Oh,
Oh
and
no, thank you.
he's gonna kind of lean in a little bit and put his hand up and stay away from Delorean over there. And he'll gesture to the brownish or the dirt color skin colored Gincy.
That's
like-
racist.
He all of his potions are quack. They do nothing.
Right.
You're gonna believe him, right?
I
With that
got you.
insight, that man is speaking gospel.
I'm gonna scurry away, and I want to know exactly what this is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use up a whole ass spell slot to identify this red liquid.
You didn't want to just come to me and ask?
No,
Okay.
no.
He would be
You
too
didn't.
embarrassed if it was fucking snake oil.
So go ahead and expend
You
your
could say you
spell
just
slot.
found it. I found
Um,
this on the ground. What is it?
there are
Nothing. Mind your business.
there is a slight magical property to this. And from your not or from your schooling, you know that there's a few herbs. There's supposedly a few herbs from the fire plane that, when consumed, give you a sense of what's the word? Euphoria. Very light sense of euphoria, and that herb can be brewed down into a potion. Um, and you know the more more herb that they use, the stronger it is, and you can gather that you probably only used 1 flower for this entire jar. So it'll alleviate some stress, but no
Very
sense of
diluted.
yes.
Okay.
He said he sold you out there.
Well, you didn't get totally ripped off, I guess.
Not totally. It's just
It
Only-
it, it
weird.
kind
a
of does
bit.
what it says.
Hmm.
You should use that on the other. Go to the other dark skinned Gensi. Say, hey, I just came from the other camp, and he said this was the best he had, and I heard that you might have better.
Except that he completely believed the guy who sold it to him.
I just think he
Yeah, until
gave
he
me a
just
good deal.
identified it.
Whatever he said about the Earthkin I have no reason to
Oh,
believe.
you have to believe. Yeah.
He gave me a good deal. I mean, it's distilled flower water from the fire plane. Come on.
We're not gonna get those flowers anytime soon. I'd sip on it. I don't know what it does. What's it do? Makes you feel good in the
That-
morning, he said.
That's what he said.
Sounded
Wait, are
like
you guys
boner
outside now?
pills.
I think Kira would have made her way outside eventually.
Yeah, I'm
We
assuming.
have no tokens on, so I don't know where we're at.
Yeah, I don't
I'm-
know where we're at. I'm just kind of wandering around behind you, like, we're not loving my new sword, ready to go, ready to get some murder. This thing needs to be wet.
You're with me, Boris.
So, yeah, I'm with you.
I'm with
Boris,
you too.
I'm gonna see if I can get the drum to take some of this stuff. He's always a bit of a downer.
Make him feel good, huh? That might be nice.
Oh, you got it for
Need some
him. You're
stress.
gonna fucking drug him.
Oh, when you say it like that, it makes me seem like a bad guy.
That doesn't sound right. We just got him a special. It's flowers from another place. It's basically
Fine with
juice.
Kira's gonna wander out and she's gonna be like, "What's that for?"
It's herbal tea.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
It's like a flower juice, I think, like a wine.
And I am technically correct.
Yeah,
How
I
about-
would never tell Hira anything that you were doing that's even remotely bad.
It's not bad. That's
Yeah.
semantics. That's ethics queries, and I
Just
ain't.
as Kaylee, never tell her that you're gonna drug drum.
Okay. So, shipment delivered. Some extra items were purchased. What are we doing now?
Guess return to Riverguard Keep.
We can head back up to the inn first and see if she has anything to send back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
if we would check in with her.
yeah, making your way back. She'll quickly basically kind of push you on your way, in a sense. Saying that no, we usually just receive shipments from Riverguard.
There's no craftsmen here in town. It's all sent along the way, huh? Interesting.
Nope, no
Merchants.
actual craftsmen, just all merchants.
It's a town of middlemen.
Probably why all the prices are so excessively high.
Well, that was a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. It's been a long time since I did something for someone that didn't turn out horribly.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting to get attacked somewhere along the way, or
We
find
might
out that
have
the
if we
arms
took the
dealer is
boats.
a fucking cultist.
That's
Well-
a problem for another group.
So
Maybe
we would fly back up to Riverguard Keep.
So
we have business.
by this point,
You're
in the day, it's gotten to be about just before dusk.
in each time.
So the sun is beginning to go down. And it's just beginning to crest over the horizon as you guys make your way back over to you arrive back over to Riverguard. And as you are kind of flying over the keep, give me perception, please.
You got it. Fuck!
That looks like a hero perception roll.
This has been the most
So
nat ones I've
Tor-
ever had.
Torrent's
Thanks.
either rolling 20s or 1s today. It's all he's rolled pretty much.
That ring of mediocrity would do you pretty well right now, huh, Torin?
I don't want to hear it. Keep talking shit, you're gonna find yourself in the belly of another Ukrainian sea worm.
God damn it!
Yikes. He liked that a little too much, to be honest.
I did.
He seemed a little too comfortable.
So, Hira and Boris, even Adram notices something is a little off. But the two of you notice that all the guards that were posted around the walls, all the people wandering throughout the courtyards, even the captain on the ship are gone.
Oh, did they send us on a bogus fucking mission
Oh, this was
just to get rid of us?
Does it look
That's what it's called
abandoned,
for.
gone, or just like they're not there?
The
Like,
ship,
does it look like things are like tipped over
Does
and
the
like
ship look
it's
okay?
all-
the River Maiden is gone. The gates leading further into into the Dasarian River are open. And I will move you back over to the proper map to give you an
Whole ship
inkling.
took off.
And so, oops.
So all these friends are now gone.
Yes, all these people are now gone. Let me get Boris.
We
up.
own this castle now.
Yeah, Boris got
Heck
his
yeah,
thing. You get to
brothers.
keep it.
Heck yeah, brothers.
Maybe we can fly along the river and see if we can find them. But I guess it's dark now, so we wouldn't have much luck.
It is quite
I would-
dark.
I would
Kinda
say
hard
we
to
can
sail
explore
in the
some of
dark.
the.
I'm with a drum. I think exploration of this area might show up something.
Because it could be that they just all went out for some, raiding party or whatever they do, and who knows.
Yeah, we
But-
should look for signs, like see if they have any horses in the stable, or if they took them out.
Gang
Find
split up
their-
and look for clues.
So
Yeah,
like worst
Group of
case
two.
scenario, they come back and we're exploring. It's like, well, we didn't know where anyone went. We're back from
yeah,
our
we're
mission.
just looking. We're just looking for you guys.
And then best
We weren't-
case, we find something
Some
iffy.
circumstance of them. Let's not spread out too far, but let's kind of check out some of the areas.
It's dark out. There's still a person here, Keegith, if that matters.
And on the walls.
God damn it. I
It's
keep accidentally fucking hitting map layer instead of token layer or GM layer.
well, we see
if-
K2, K4, K6, K7 now.
I realize
Did
that.
Do you know the shortcut to click on a token and toss it to the layer without doing the whole right click thing? You just press Alt and then Control K to send that token to the GM layer.
You've got a couple people on the walls here too. So
And it's dark out. Does everyone have dark vision?
well, not
No.
Torn and Boris, I guess, but
I can
Me and you do.
cast light on things.
We
Oop,
are human.
orb still. Don't you have the light orb still?
yeah,
I
the
do
drift
have that
light.
as well.
Yeah.
I have 3 different ways I can cast light.
I'll
From
Are there
a
any
bonus-
fires?
bonus
Are there any
cantrip.
fires or torches or any light sources
Yeah,
in the
that's
area?
what I was asking. Like,
Is there a
is
torch I could grab? Can I
Ye-
light one of my torches? Or...
Yeah, you can definitely light some torches. There's definitely torch sconces scattered, and it's well lit through the area. Just everywhere.
Boris,
And
I'm gonna touch your sword and cast light on it, and it will start glowing.
Ooh, oh, that's awesome. I
Torin,
named my sword while we were shopping as well. While Torin was shopping.
yeah,
Torin,
What
would
would
you
you-
like me
What'd you
to
name it?
cast light on something?
Last right.
Oh man, what could you even light?
Your hands.
Pick up a rock if you want.
That can work fine. Please.
I'll give you a high five, and instantly your hand is glowing.
That's pretty cool.
how does that work with
Yeah.
your dispel gloves on?
It only works if I choose to dispel.
Ah,
Or
yeah.
touch his head. You can touch his head, and his head will glow like a big lantern.
So those objects.
The spell
Shed
misfires,
bright
and he
light.
now has a giant bobblehead.
Oh, this is
They-
getting too close.
They
to
shed
real
bright
life.
light
I don't
for
like this
20 feet,
anymore.
and dim light for an additional 20.
That's really bright.
And you can. Do you want a certain color, Boris? I can make it red.
Oh, that's great.
Tauren.
Dogs can't see red, so
A
in case they have
warm,
any wild dogs here.
a warm yellow from me.
And I will do that.
Okay. So you guys are welcome to split up or stay together. Investigate the area. I just need some investigation checks and where you
Split
guys
the
are
party!
looking.
Mm,
I'm gonna go
I know
up
the
in
GM
here.
loves
I'm
when you
moving my
split the
thing.
party.
I would say we should probably start the closest to the shore here. So like this tower, maybe?
okay.
Oh, I
I
had no
think if we
idea
are gonna
what's going on here.
I think if we are gonna split up, we should split up in pairs. And can anybody cast message?
I can
No.
scream real loud.
I'm
Well,
the
then-
kind of boomy wizard. I'm not the useful wizard.
Alright, well,
I don't think we should split the party. I think we could do a cursory investigation.
Okay.
Like, there's no one around
Just-
technically, so
Yeah,
but
we
don't
get
want one person or two people to find, some sort of cult sacrifice going on, and then there's two people versus 9 people. So
let's start at the bottom right and go counter
Yeah.
or clockwise. Yeah, it would be clockwise.
yeah,
So,
at least
Investi-
this makes the most sense down here because that's the one that's closest to the water. So as we're investigating it, we might be able to see if a ship's coming up or whatever. Plus we're
Yeah.
right here.
Okay. So as you guys climb the stairs, and make your way into this tower, the upper floor of the tower is deserted. However, looking down the stairwell on the inside, you can see that the ground floor was in use. Curtains are hanging across the eastern half of the room to wall off what looks to be someone's private quarters. Several straw pallets lie on the floor, and a captain's a capstan stands against the wall to the north with a heavy chain disappearing through the pipe in the northeast. And you can hear the river kind of lapping up against the walls beneath you as you kind of look down into the river. You can see that this is the mechanism that raises and lowers the chain that divides the or it closes off the keep from the rest of the river.
And is it currently wound up?
It is currently wound down, like
Down.
open.
Okay. Oh, open. Okay. Understood. Should we close this? Just in case the River Maiden comes back and we're not really wanting.
ready for them.
Yeah.
Well, again, we're not doing anything technically illegal. We're just trying to figure out where everyone is.
I
I would
mean-
think even if the River Maiden went out, they wouldn't abandon this whole place. Unless there was some
Maybe.
nefarious things happening. And I don't think this chain is
I
really
did-
gonna stop bad people from coming in.
That's gonna
I did-
stop the fucking ship.
I just
Alright.
don't want them to approach and then have the chain up
I
and
don't I don't think we should touch anything unless it's like obviously
Yeah.
nefarious or suspicious.
yeah, like if we put the chain up, then they might get mad.
Yeah,
Right now,
let's-
we're just trying to find out where everyone at.
Yeah,
went.
I think we should just keep moving.
Is there anything underneath this bed?
A chest.
That-
The
Is it locked?
I would assume captain's bed.
It is not the
Yeah.
captain's bed. It's just a regular, but it is nicer, the nicest bed in the quarters.
Okay.
And underneath it is a chest, and it seems to be it's large enough to hold some items, but not many. Inside of it is just coins, and some stones, totaling about 70 gold points or get gold pieces, 12 platinum pieces, and 6 green agates.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we should
Speaking
no.
of agates,
Mhm.
you know what I just figured? we never went back to that town. Remember we were having those things carved? So that we could sell it to
Yeah.
get you armor?
Yeah, now I have good armor. Well, I think
We
we should.
never,
I think we should leave everything here. Close the chest. Put the
Yeah.
gold back away. It's somebody's life savings.
well,
I
if
mean,
crap hits the fan,
I already claimed this entire fortress, so it's ours eventually. We just leave it alone.
if crap hits the fan, we know exactly where some gold is.
Fine,
So we-
there's no sport in stealing from someone who's not here.
So we keep moving.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
playing, guys.
We'll go check out this tower, and then that tower would, I'm assuming, empties out on the bottom floor,
Mm-hmm.
like near the stables.
Yes.
So we'd go do that.
Okay. This is the gatehouse tower. And in it is very some similar bedding to the last one you saw. And you can see the arrow slit that you guys walked past entering, and also a small crank on the lower floor that you assume opens and closes the portcullis inside of the keep. And it looks in heavy disrepair, as in it possibly doesn't work.
A little oil and some elbow grease, and yeah, we can get that working again.
All right, and that's all we
We'll
see.
probably
Anything under
take
the
this
beds?
over.
Looks like bunk beds.
They are bunk beds, and there are some chests at the foot of each of them. However, both or all of them have been kind of emptied out.
That doesn't bode well for us, friends. Well, at least getting paid for our for our shipment, but maybe that bodes well for us owning a castle. Alright.
I'm assuming this staircase in here leads to the middle image on the far left.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, I see now.
Yes.
Yeah, oops. We did a oopsie. We phased through the wall to get
Yeah.
here.
Oh shit.
Oh, I thought that this would lead into a gateway that would go into here. I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see. I I thought that the wall would have a, a doorway into the area. It wouldn't really make much sense to have a wall without doors into these places. So
Yeah. Doorway in from ground floors right there.
Yeah.
but isn't
Mm,
there a doorway from the wall?
Yeah, there is. So
Yeah.
if you look at the middle image,
So like
that's
us
the doorway
going,
from the wall.
uh,
We
oh,
were
okay, I'm sorry.
technically looking at this first.
Yeah.
That's where we
Oh, okay, yeah,
came
there
in
it
from
is.
the
Okay,
wall.
I
And then
I
that's
was zoomed in
the
where I couldn't even
gatehouse.
see that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then we went down the
Interesting.
stairs, and that's where it brought us to the ground
I
floor
can see
here.
it's coming.
Which then we come out of that door, and then we're gonna check out the stables. Any ponies?
There are some corpses of ponies.
What?
Oh my
Fuck!
lord!
Freshly dead or
Yeah, how
No,
dead?
the stench in here is horrendous. These horses have probably been dead for quite some time, and this is probably one of the last places they've gotten to start cleaning up and repairing.
Oh, okay. Okay. I.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
except if this turns into tombs of the blind dead. Oh no.
Someone investigate the horse's anus. It's stretched open. What?
You asked for
Yikes!
it.
Yikes!
Just
Okay,
kidding.
moving up to the next area.
Okay. As you guys leave I'm gonna kind of group you up here. As you leave the stables, I'd like all of you to make me perception checks again.
You got it, Chief.
On it, Bucko.
Damn, it was almost an 18.
I got your 18,
I
girl.
was at 5, almost at 18.
Damn it.
We're rolling incredibly, guys.
A
Yes.
nice,
Anything that has to do
decent
with
spread.
anything that has to do with perception or investigation, I haven't rolled anything above like a 5.
I feel bad for Keegith and the fact that we're doing so well, guys. Like,
No, trust. DMs love it when the players are doing fantastic.
Honestly.
They love it.
it's like they put out 5 traps and we just roll over all of them. Like, thanks for nothing. This was boring.
There it is.
Tell me about it. Pretty sure I had
Yeah,
2.
it's been pretty boring so far. Where's the fucking dragon?
Where's the
Okay.
dungeons?
It's only zombie horses show.
So,
Oh my god.
Boris and Adram are the ones that rolled high on that, right? Yes.
Both of us have seen and lived death.
So, as
I am deaf.
I'll narrate it this way: as Hira and Torin begin rounding this corner and begin making their way into or start opening this door, I need the two of you, Torin and Hira, to make dexterity
characters.
saving throws. As Adram and Boris hear low guttural growls and then the whooshing of wind as these 3 massive creatures jump down from the top floor, and one of them is trying to land on Hira and Torin. And let me... Boom.
What is it?
Here, I'll show you.
Luckily,
Are
Torn was
these-
standing
Are these
next to me.
werewolves?
Torn
Could
was
we
standing.
find?
Torn was standing next to me, so he got a +4.
Okay.
Lebim.
An 11 and a 10.
Well, these things are horrifying, I think.
These are
Well,
what
as
is
soon
that
as
thing in, what is that thing in WoW?
Oh,
up
as,
there.
bugbear.
as soon as it enters my range, I get an attack of opportunity.
What are they doing here, though? Yeah.
Maybe that's a question we can ask one of them.
So, the one that comes down on Torin and Hira, he brings this large bloodied spiked club down between the two of you, and you barely
You
are
lost
able
off
to
of-
dodge the impact and avoid any damage. However, both of you are kind of knocked back on your butts, and that will be initiative. Now, just give me a second before you start rolling. Let me clear the turn order.
So
Oops, sorry about that.
do I not get to use my Sentinel or
Um,
Polar Master when they enter my reach? I get attack of opportunity.
so normally,
Or
yes.
surprise.
Yes, it's also surprised and knocked on my ass. I probably can't use it.
Yeah.
For this one, I will say no. All right, and so
If you
give
saw
me.
them coming, probably.
Yeah, if you had rolled higher on your perception, I will. You definitely would.
Yeah, I
have.
haven't rolled anything for perception or investigation above like a 5 today, so. I'm doing fantastic today, guys.
Oh, that was on a 20 at one point. For
yeah.
that split second.
Yep. That's how it goes for me.
We're good. We're good.
And then
At least if you're
Boris-
if they attack somebody who's standing next to me, I get an attack of opportunity. But I'm on my ass, so fuck.
So it's
Take
just gonna.
reactions in a like a surprised or flat-footed state.
In a
We don't
flat.
have flat-footed here.
They don't.
Flat-footed is Pathfinder, I thought.
I mean, it is, but there's the whole surprise round
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
Did they
they.
get rid of flat 500 in D&D? Really? I'm
In
sorry.
D&D 5e, yeah.
Yeah, they.
Wow, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
They basically replaced it with advantage just to sum it all up.
Oh wow. Yeah, that works. I was just about to go off about how awesome flat code was, but yeah, advantage is way better.
So that brings us to Torn to start it all off. As these three creatures leap and land down in front of you guys and almost in unison snarl at you.
So since I'm on my butt,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it would take a move action to stand.
Yes. You take half your movement.
Mm-hmm. My movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a
that?
D&D Crick reference. I don't know if I linked it in our.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's super helpful. I always have it up when I play.
One that Kyle pinned.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
the
yeah.
Krobi GitHub. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Dude,
stand up.
I roll infinitely better on D&D Beyond. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Get the add-on.
I'm about
the
to.
extension. Join the club.
I really like D&D Beyond.
So I
Is
will
it that link you sent me?
No.
stand and take a step back towards the drum,
Okay.
kind of like scrambling away from this bugbear.
Sorry.
And
Tom just die.
Yes. Let's see. That's 5. Shoot. What? Is that a ball? Huh. Sorry. I'm easily distracted at the moment.
Oh, sorry, my
Sorry, just
headphones came flying off.
sorry, just testing it.
I'll just go ahead and hit my bread and butter and toss a firebolt
Okay.
at this bugbear close to Hero.
Got it. 23 hits.
That's pretty good.
Nice, dude.
That is pretty good, damn.
That's
Nice,
also pretty
dude.
nice.
That's a good firebolt, bro.
So you hit it square in its chest, and you smell burnt hair as this large swath of hair and skin just singes away, and it
Ugh.
roars back. And that brings us to a drum. Is there anything else that... I'm sorry, I forgot. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Oh no, that's all for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
A drum.
All right. I'm going to move so that Torn isn't blocking me. He attacked this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the one
So
closest to us.
Yep. My first attack will go towards him.
Got it.
That hit a freaking 20 at one point. Son of a gun.
22 hits.
Smack that. 8 damage. Is he still up?
He is.
So I will do it again. Does
17 hits. Ooh.
12 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
So, as this bugbear in front of, or drops down in front of Hira, and roars as Torin and Adram both litter it with fiery projectiles, it is engulfed in a combination of the reddish flames from Torin's firebolt and the bluish purplish flames of Adram's eldritch eye beams. and
Heck
it
yeah.
is a smoldering bonfire at the moment.
Cool.
I almost feel bad for him.
Can I kind of scream out, "Why do you attack us?"
Oh, stinky.
So you use the last little bit of your turn to shout at these bugbears, why are they attacking? And they respond with a very guttural
My mother's a saint.
and
I have no idea what he's saying.
as the one in the back kind of grunts back at you, he is going to pull or reach into to his back and pull a crude javelin. And
Sorry, what language do they speak? Is it Undercommon?
nope.
Okay. Because I know Undercommon.
If our friendly neighborhood goblin friend was here, he could probably talk to
Yeah.
them.
God damn it, Wub.
Wub could have saved these guys' lives.
Wub is technically outside the door.
He's just sitting there watching.
He's hearing this whole conversation. These guys are just asking for help.
He's eating bugs that he's actually forming. And he just keeps eating them like never-ending
He's like,
popcorn.
locust.
Yum, 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 yum.
Actually, bugs. They're like little spirits, aren't they? That take the shape of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one in the back is going to pull a crude javelin out and toss it at Boris. And he's going to miss. And just because I'm an
Hey,
asshole.
Free javelin.
Okay, Torin, if you'll make me a dexterity saving throw.
No. Again,
Just get a +4 again.
12.
Okay. So you get 1 point of damage as this bugbear just haphazardly throws this javelin at Boris and misses incredibly bad his intended target, but it soars just in between the two of you and just barely grazes your left arm.
We'll fuck up the shirt. Does the shirt have a cut?
The
Shirt
sh-
okay.
the shirt has a cut.
He's
Oh
gonna need
my
a new
gosh.
one.
I'm gonna peek at the sleeve and at the tear. I'm gonna point and call him a prick.
You don't understand what evil you have just opened up.
Typically, I'm gonna call him a prick in Draconic.
Boris.
I'm gonna shout in Infernal, "It's your funeral." as I move forward. That guy is dead. I'm gonna go after
With your
this
red
guy.
glowing sword.
With my red glowing sword. I'm screaming at them in Infernal, which I don't think they understand, but it's gonna be fun just to do it anyway. And I'm screaming,
Scary.
"It's your funeral."
Damn it, Adrom, you made us big fucking targets.
You're fine. We're good.
All right, make
let's see,
your
I'm
attack.
gonna roll the hit. I'm gonna do.
Have you tried being able to see in the dark?
So,
It's not gonna hit. I'm gonna do my extra attack.
So I'll narrate this for you. You swing wide of, or just short of the bugbear, but as the arc of your blade or of your swing comes to an end, you feel almost or a gust of wind at your back, and you begin to bring it back around. Go ahead and make an attack. And this swing seems smoother and easier, almost as if it was assisted.
Dude, you got Wind Fury on your weapon.
Fuck!
Shit.
Hey, look.
That's
you
a
can
hit.
narrate my attacks.
Nice.
Get fucked.
That's right. Give him a good smash.
So you cleave a good gash into the center of this bugbear, and you can.
That's for That's for javelin throwing.
It's a
You know, those are
deep
bad.
gash.
That'll teach him.
Talk at me in a language I don't understand.
This one is dead. That brings us to Hira.
Uh,
I'm gonna step up here.
Stand up and step up. Got it.
I'm actually gonna go right here.
Yeah,
And
nice.
I'm gonna attack this guy first.
A swing and a smash. First halberd swing.
And then I'm gonna use my second hit on the guy who's attacking Boris.
Oh my god.
How do I roll for crit?
So
It
you click shift or right click on the damage part of it. And just do critical hit.
I fucking obliterate that guy.
Nice.
So, with a very elegant sweep, you bring your halberd down across the chest, or the point across the chest of the bugbear in front of you, and then you do, like I said, an elegant twirl, and in one smooth motion, bring the blade of your halberd across the neck of the bugbear in front of Boris, and you cleanly sever the head from this creature standing in front of you, and the blood spurting from the veins of his neck covers Boris's
Boris.
armor.
I'm gonna yell something along the lines of like for the glory of Tyr, like for the justice of Tyr, something like that. Like when I kill him.
The guys we killed got hit for the same exact damage.
And then
Cool. 14.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn around and use my Polar Master on the guy who's still standing.
Hit it with the butt.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
wow.
So we're just all doing good tonight.
So, following the the fluid motions, you bring your halberd down and grasp it firmly in your hands and use the butt of it to sink
Firmly grasp.
firmly grasp it. And you shove it into the open chest wound of the bugbear, and it kind of staggers back and growls. Bringing us to its turn. And it's going to take that massive mace or club that it has in his hand and make two hefty swings at Hira. So first one, that is a 18 to hit.
Does not hit.
Damn it. 20 to hit.
Nope. I got that new fancy armor, so I'm at a 21 now instead of a 20.
Here, I want some more new fancy armor.
I'm a better meat shield.
A tougher
There you
meat
are.
shield. So, yeah, he's going to make two brutal swings at you and miss terribly. And that is going to bring us back to Torin.
Oh, the second one was kind of close. Fear got a little nervous.
It scraped against your new breastplate.
Still looking at the tear in my shirt sleeve. I'm gonna
Finish him, dude.
I'm gonna reach into my coat sleeve and bring out my little bell. Ring ring. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Yep.
At our last surviving bugbear.
Oh, just a little bugbear.
And what kind of saving throw is it?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
15.
If he doesn't,
Oh,
if he survives this,
I
he's
quit
a total
DMing.
hit for me too.
I quit
no,
DMing.
you're doing fine.
Is there? He rolled a natural 1 with a 0 modifier.
2d12 then.
Dude, he takes double damage.
It's
Hold on.
2d12.
It might
Pretty
still
sure it's
only deal
half-
2 damage.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe. Let's see. That's
There
still
you go.
fine.
Not bad.
That's okay.
So,
You know,
how do you want to do this?
Huh.
Them Delorious spells, bro.
You know what? I'm tired of just taking the bell out and ringing it. I'd like to chuck it at him.
Okay.
I'd like to chuck the bell in his direction.
You have a physical bell?
Yeah, it's a component.
People do
Yeah.
not hang it. Yeah.
Yeah, wizard spell.
I mean,
Wizard
I guess
spells
I don't
have to
need
have a component.
It's fun.
So yeah, you all of you hear a slight jingle as Torin chucks a bell, and it kind of hits the bugbear right in the forehead, and you kind of watch it kind of look at Torin, and then all of a sudden its head starts shaking profusely. Its eyes roll back to the whites, and the blood starts dripping from its eye sockets, its ears, its nose, and then all of a sudden, like a watermelon smashed with a hammer, his head explodes.
Oh shit! I'm getting brains on my new armor.
Yes, you are covered in blood or brain goo. White or gray
I'm not
matter,
even
as
gonna
they say.
acknowledge that, but I'm gonna get my bell, and then I'm gonna immediately start casting mending on my shirt.
You succeed, however, it doesn't pull out all of the blood stains.
Just looking for the tear.
The tear is gone, though.
Shit.
And now, all of these bugbears are dead. We are out of
Think about
combat.
it.
You're able to find a lot of burned fur, some loincloths, and 2 giant clubs, along with several javelins on their back. Crude javelins.
Crude javelins, crude clubs,
Yes.
Nothing worthwhile.
vendor trash, as we would call it.
Let's throw them in the stable and let's keep moving.
Yeah, feed them to the zombie horses. I like your plan there.
All right, I'll
When
begin.
did you want-
No, we didn't get a.
When did you want to end the session, Keegith?
I will end it in just 1 second.
I don't mind. I'm just
No, let's go all night.
I don't have to work in the morning.
I have to open in the morning, so
I have work tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. That's
So,
why you were asking, Keck.
Well, no, because we could obviously explore this.
We
whole
could go
area.
all night. Yeah, we could explore this whole area. I want to know what's going on here. I'm sorry. I'm super into
Should we,
figuring out what the hell's going on.
We got a little
do it.
too bloodthirsty there and didn't get to ask you the bugbears any questions.
Well,
We'll just
I
treat
couldn't
it
talk
like
to him
the
anyway.
original- We'll treat this like
They
the
swung
vanilla,
first.
vanilla
Maybe.
Aldrich Valley. Some of us will go to bed, and then when we come back from work, it should still be going on, and we'll just pick right back up.
Oh my god.
So, I will say to just wrap it all up into a nice little neat note, continuing investigating through this keep, it is vacant.
Taken as in, did they hold their
Abandoned?
materials abandoned?
Anything that wasn't immediately you know,
Are there extra clothes? Are there extra resources? Is there what kind of food sources would we find? Like,
most
did they
of
take
that
their
had
salt?
and most of that had been taken, loaded up,
It
or
looks like they moved
seemingly loaded up on the ship. However, I will point out that as you guys make your way back down to these docks, down here, you do notice now that the ship and the dinghy are gone. You're noticing that the swirls in the water of this little docking area are swirling in a weird fashion, almost as if there's two opposing currents. And you look back towards this area, and the door
Mm.
or the gate that had been previously closed that you just kind of glanced back or glanced over the first time through is now standing wide open, and you see some of the water coming in from the river, mixing in the current around here, and then also flowing down this way.
Ooh.
How do we close the gate? But it's an area to possibly explore.
And I breezed over it. I'm sorry. The dinghy that you guys used before is still there.
I think we should close this gate thing here.
Yeah, close the gate. Look everything over. Fuck, man.
We already did. I think it's time to go into this whatever the tunnel here.
The cave,
Hey,
cave of
what was?
tunnel of
What's?
love.
I'm gonna mark. What's in here?
Hmm?
That's your question mark. You can clear it. This building up in here. I'm
Oh,
zoomed
up
in
there.
way too much. I'm sorry. Yeah, I
Um,
wanted to-
that is a
that was
chapel.
the first build. That's the chapel. That's the building I had wanted to go towards at one point. Because I figured it would be interesting. There was a suggestion of people being cultists, possibly. I wanted to see if there was anything of. Well, I wouldn't know the difference. But send our magic users and see if there's anything from the deities that.
So, in your investigation of that area, you find it's a kind of an offshoot, just a small chapel to an all faiths shrine. So, essentially, it's a shrine for any faith, any
Welcome,
follower. Hmm.
unfaith.
This tunnel
Interesting.
of love seemed like the big ship can go through it,
Mm-mm.
but our dinghy
I
can't.
bet the dinghy could.
The dinghy definitely can.
So we can shoot our dinghy into the tunnel of love,
Yes.
but it seems there's a strong current.
Yes, please put your dinghy in this tunnel of love.
Like, does it seem like there's resistance? We just kind of go in and out as
Nope.
we please.
It's there's no resistance. It is consensual, if you will.
Do I need to roll like a
A seduce.
charisma, intimidation check?
Intimidation would be fine.
Okay.
Tell that cavern it's a bad cavern.
Does it seem like I need to do a medicine check? Does it seem like we could get injured entering that cave? Any type of curses or diseases?
Stream transmitted diseases, if you will.
All right, guys, I got this. Hold on. Here we go.
What are you
Rolled a
trying to
nat 1. Your first one. You rolled a nat 1.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
He's going in and out of the stream in the tunnel. And he's hoping
Why?
he can
Did I make it?
survive.
I went in the wrong hole at first, wrong tunnel, crashed up on the side.
Wait, he's swimming into there by himself instead of going in the dinghy?
No, it's all a
He's
joke.
making references.
Kaylee, you were not paying attention, and you sound so innocent and naive, so we won't get into it.
Oh, I get it. Never mind.
Kaylee's like, wait, I went in on this. She starts
No, I
rolling it as
don't.
well. It's like,
I'm in full
dang,
plate.
girl,
No fucking way.
dang. She's got all that protection.
I just hit you in Princes and the hashtag Prince of the Apocalypse with what was going on here in meme form. Of kicks.
I know. I understand. I just didn't put it 2 and 2 together because I did briefly
And
draw my
so,
attention away.
to wrap it all up in a neat bun, this is where we will end the session for this evening. As you guys are beginning to enter this small cavern, afloat on a little stream.
All right.
Nice.
Good night,
Cool.
guys.
Good job, guys.
What will we find?
Interesting.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
So I do claim this fortress is ours. So this is ours now, right?
Future us.
Interesting.
I totally want this. The problem is, like, being able to control it while we're running around places? Like I feel like
Well, we're heading off